hit the go live. Going live. I'm live from my basement. It's Thursday night. Not my basement. So this is an extremely hard.
It's the third week in a row.
It's the third week. This is
Studio K.
This is a really hard habit to break. We are not in my basement. We are live from my kitchen, Studio K, at my house, as our basement is under restorations.
A new set is being designed.
A new set. Did we get all the way around? Oh, look who. Oh, no. There's everyone. There's everyone. There's everyone.
We're doing the wave.
Santa can't hide forever.
I don't know if did you get the pup in the shot?
Hey, Bella, you can pick her up if you should look.
No, she.
Come on.
She had her puppies. She had her little puppies. Oh
Your views
yeah.
are
Every good YouTube channel has a puppy.
Your views are going to quadruple if you make that.
Yes.
Your thumbnail.
Ooh. Should I make use of my thumbnail?
We have puppies and coming in January or February, babies, right?
Baby, grandbabies. We have grandbaby, grandson, if everything's as we expect it to be.
Baby and puppy on the screen at the same time.
Ooh, babies and puppies. Be pretty cool. As long as they coexist well. We'll see.
Super Bowl halftime?
What's that?
She had twins.
Not to our knowledge. Not according to the sonogram pictures. Which I could put up if you'd like to see them.
No.
So, welcome to Dave's Imagination. Dave's Imaginations presents Descent into Avernus. Slipping Hell's Grass. I gotta remember stuff. And what's Leonard say?
We're all gonna die.
We're all gonna die. Why don't we, before we get too far into the fun of it, slide over to our most awesome intro. No, the video clip. The video clip is actually from the Lord of the Rings video game. So, and you might notice in the last couple of clips in the lower right-hand corner, it says something like game clips. Because I ripped it out of an ad of a promotional video. Chopped it up and put it back together. With my own music, actually, there's two different pieces of music in
Is
there.
it from the time when Spock and Dumbledore had a fight?
Spock.
In the,
Spock and Dumbledore?
Yeah, in the Lord of the Rings.
What curse did he
I don't remember that part of the Lord of the Rings.
Yeah, with the lightsaber.
It sounds a bit illogical. So, let's go here, and maybe over here, and then maybe
Kanye just showed up.
over here, and then here. So this is a map of Avernus that you got from that Martello and Lulu got some from their person that sent them here, and they were told it was from a mad cartographer. So believe it at your discretion.
I know a few cartographers and they're pretty mad. Also my parents, but
Oh really? Your parents are cartographers?
well, my mom, yeah.
Dapples?
No, she worked for the government as a cartographer doing stuff that she's not allowed to say.
Talk about
Really? Well. Long past days of a very near to my heart NPC, Rand McNally.
Ah, yeah.
Ah,
We
yes.
met.
McNally.
McNally. Yeah.
McNally. Yes. Good times. But maybe he's the one that drew this. I don't know. Wouldn't that be funny? Maybe I'll have to work that in.
You never know who you're gonna run into in hell.
You mean like Olak Prime,
Yeah.
Olak Original.
I was gonna say, depending on how long he sticks around, we might have to get into the intro.
What we were talking about last time, we should set, because the tower that we're at, doesn't it like beat up demons? So send him in there, see if he,
So
Alive.
Like a witch. Oh, she's saying she's not a witch. Good.
right,
Okay.
exactly, yeah.
our adventures, the Insidious 6. Ooh, no? Resonates? No?
Kind of like the idea though.
I was trying to count, make sure
Were
we're
you-
actually,
were you
there's
counting
actually
the
6 of us.
I originally thought Fateful 5.
Being glorious.
So you're not counting the Heffalump.
The Heffalump.
We do have the
Nice.
What does she call it? Hollyphant?
Elephant. Hollyphant. Yeah, well, then that's 7. We need it could be the Insidious 7. That almost, if you like that, I just pulled that out of my butt.
If we're keeping other lock around.
You
I
are,
really had a chance to talk to him much, but we just kind of threw him in the car and ran.
I was trying, you guys were, wanted to bring him along, so.
our adventurers are looking for a way to return Elturel back to the realm of living. The city that has fallen into the Avernus, chained and being pulled to the river Styx. We are at 15 sessions as we count down to Elturel's eventual demise, if it's not saved by some heroic adventurers. You're looking for a way to save the city and believe a key to that it would be to find the sword of Zariel. Zariel, the Archduke of Avernus. Wow. Pardon me. You want to sit up here with me? Huh? There we go, pup. Maybe you can help me remember. As you look for the sword of Zariel, quick sound check. Looks good. Lulu said, "Hey, I remember," and she said, "I remember bird people." And so you jump off the floating moat of a city down to the mainland of Avernus, and you start looking for bird people. And you end up in Fort Knucklebone, where you meet Mad Maggie, who you go through a dream sequence to help loosen up Lulu's memories. He says, "Oh, let's go to Harmon's Hill." You go to Harmon's Hill, and sadly, there's no sword. I'm gonna be the dungeon master. Okay, I'll do it. You don't have to touch the keys. All right, and you go to Harmon's Hill, and there's no sword. There's no citadel. You have the vision of a citadel rising around a sword being swallowed up by the earth of Avernus. And she says, "It's not here, but I know the path. We can go 2 ways. We can go where demons are born or where the demons die." He said, "Let's go where they die." And that would be the Demon Zapper. Led you to the Zygian docks, where you did a little encounter, and ultimately you crossed the River Styx at the Zygian docks, and from there you headed toward the Demon Zapper. We on a long road trip, and Christian and I did a little math, and we're thinking the road trip from Zygian, where you had your last long rest, that was 2 hours, I believe, to the Iron. Was it 2 hours to Iron Chains? 2 hours from Iron Chains to the spawning pools of Jublex, and then it was 2 hours to the tower of and then 3 hours to the Arches of Ulak. And when you add that all up, how many hours has it been? That added up to 2. So wasn't there 1, 2, 3 twos? So that's 6 plus 3 to get to the Arches makes 9 plus 2 to get to the Demon Zapper, where we're at now, makes 11 hours you've been awake. So just keep that in mind as you go. You've been awake 11 hours. Now,
That might be a little spicy.
2 hours ago at the Arches of Ulak, Thelma and Louise in their motorcycle and sidecar jumped through the flaming portal.
Wouldn't it be Thelma and Lewis?
Thelma and Lewis, and disappeared, where the rest of you in the Tormentor were not so eager to follow. Also, but before then, even you were at the spawning pools of Jublex, where you had that giant, half undead giant wading through the lakes, churning the air quote waters of the lake, and you had an encounter with a little girl, Lulu. At the lake, you collected some of the ichor, and no.
No?
We know the animals run Leonard's house.
And you collected some of the ichor, Lulu, and you at least Ruckus shared his true story, a true story, whereas opposed to Panlamir was not hesitant to give a fully truthful story, a full story, but Ruckus and Lulu had a nice conversation, and ultimately, Lulu, how did that come about? Lulu convinced Ruckus to take her with him. And,
Isn't Lulu the name of the Holly font? Is the girl?
oh, you're right. It was Olivia.
Okay.
It was Olivia, the little girl. Lulu is the Hollyphant. Yeah. The white-haired puppy on a black-shirted Glen is I have a
Good luck.
lint roller if you need it. So Olivia, and she told you a story of the Deo at the Demon Zapper, where that Deo loved her, but she didn't love him. She loved somebody else, and ultimately, the Deo at the Demon Zapper had them killed, and she in her afterlife was dumped in this lake, and so we don't. Her spirit resides in this little girl. There's some mystery there, granted. And while that conversation was going on, we also ran into an old friend, Olak Prime, Olak Original. And despite his super high charisma, you come away not fully trusting him. But when the skeleton crew were coming towards you and you said, oh, it's time to go, and you said, jump in, Olak, he said, sure. But then he was kicked out, and ultimately Grolgark picked him up and took him with you as you flew off to the lake, and you passed the Tower of Erm. Was it Erm? I think it was Erm. And before you headed to the Arches of Ulak, where we split the party. We split the party as
we were lost, which is why we ended up at the Arches. we were no longer lost when we went through the Arches.
You went through the Arches. Olak and Christiana took their bike through the Arches, ended up at the Sundered Chains, where they decided, unlike the first time they passed there, they decided to partake in the motorcycle races. They did the race. They won themselves a soul coin, giving up a magic item and off they go. I think we even did a roll to say that you didn't get lost on your way back to the Lake Icar.
And Olak got the magic.
Oh, the chains. Yes. And the barbed chains. And I didn't make up any stats for that, but I did say they were barbed. I did say they were adamantium, and I would say they're at least a +1 chain. We can look up stats for a chain. I think I said they kind of worked like a whip. I think that's what I said. And if you wanted to figure out, if you wanted to spend time to do stunts, I've always wanted to have a character that had a whip like Indiana Jones. It might as well be a magical whip because darn it, that thing can do anything.
Magically, let's go.
Yeah.
I think I tried to give one of my characters a whip at one point, but I don't remember.
There is a magic spell that has a whip effect.
Lightning lure.
Yeah, so that's pretty cool. Anyway, so that's where we ended up with Olak and Christiana. They were just approaching the lake, the spawning pools of Jublex, but back with the main group, you had just approached the Demon Zapper. Good, already there. At the Demon Zapper, you were approaching, and it's surrounded by demons. You have small demons, medium demons, and great big giant demons. I don't think. Oh no, small, medium, large, and even larger. That sounds right. Let's get out of this.
And then you guys just joined the party.
And so.
Actually, I think they demonstrated its.
So as you're approaching, you actually saw the biggest of them grab one of the underlings and toss it at the Demon Zapper, and like in mid-air, a beam of radiant light focused on it and disintegrate in mid-air.
Like a bug zapper.
Bug zapper.
A Demon Zapper.
Be a good brand name for a bug zapper.
Yeah, you should patent that right now. I claim that as property of.
Dave's imagination, dude.
Well, thank you for the gift. If it's not already trademarked by Dungeons and Dragons.
Sure.
Or it could be the Demon Disintegrator or DD.
The double D's.
Yeah, there you go.
Well, then this gotta be.
So we can go back and we can slide this over, going over here, back to this. If you go to the Demon Zapper description, the Demon Zapper description.
I don't know if you remember. What did my spear say to me? Did you write it down?
Yep.
So as you look that up, the Demon Zapper. The description in the book says, radiant light cascades from a rusted metal monument shaped like upraised mandibles. Let me pull this so maybe you can see it a little bit. Upraised mandibles of a giant beetle. Now, floating in between the mandibles is a bright whitish light that you just saw focus its energy and zap a demon that was thrown at it in midair. So that is what you saw. Now, as you approach, how far away should we be? A couple 100 feet, maybe. As we look through this, it looks like it's lava encrusted. The heat from the ground is nearly unbearable. Thankfully, these vehicles have special wheels that can tolerate it. But the ground is, if you watch your step, as you can see the cracking and the heat, the lava underneath. The demons don't seem to mind, and they don't seem to be paying you any attention, at least at this point. You're a couple 100 feet away. And that's where we begin our evening. So, what are the demons? So, your sword back at the spawning pools said, the lake was a place of transformation. So when the demon got zapped, you would see the blackness of its blood fall and pool, and you could see that that's the ichor that makes up that lake as it runs off and forms into a pool before it runs off and into a little stream that kind of heads back toward where you suppose the lake would be. Now, to your sword, though, your sword is saying, you get the sense of, don't get close.
Yeah.
And we came here because Halifan thinks this is where the sword is. Now, why exactly are we here?
Yes.
He told us to come to one of two places.
You said that our path to find the sword either begins where demons are born or demons die.
And we chose die.
And you chose die.
Okay.
And now you did get a little bit of a heads up about the warden, the caretaker of the demon zapper. Do you remember that? It was the story she told your character.
Olivia.
The warden was
The day of.
was part of her love triangle.
Yes.
Right.
The one that liked her, but she didn't like him back.
Right.
Okay. And is he around?
You don't see him.
Okay. So we think somehow this is
Presumably,
at least the next step towards finding the sword.
means the Deo is not a demon.
The day of, okay.
I am curious why there's. No, I mean, obviously, Christiana's not here, but above the table, I'm curious why demons would be at a place that's so dangerous for humans. Like, if we had a
Yeah.
human zapper in town, I wouldn't be parked right next to it. Just, you know,
But would you want to destroy it?
I'd let someone else do that. Fair point.
Okay.
I would
So we think
design
something here is going to help us find the
that
sword,
on this bulldozer.
but we don't have a specific plan objective yet. Nobody told us put the magic red stone in the green frog's mouth and ta-da, you get the sword.
That's something to figure out.
I think we just found a way for our prime to
Hmm?
go prove himself.
Yeah, I would agree.
Go
He
walk
needs to
towards
go
it.
investigate. You're not a demon. Nothing to worry about.
We hope.
I'm no more a demon than you are.
Exactly. So
Let's go.
go ahead.
Come on.
You first.
Let's go. and he puffs out his chest and he steps. Come on with me, brave man.
You go.
Come on, brave man. Let's go. I'm willing to go.
You go first.
I
I'm right behind
step, look.
you. Step, look.
Well, so you continue to follow.
Step, look.
Yeah.
Step, look.
Yeah, yeah.
All right, we're 97 feet.
3 hours later.
So-
First, maybe we should talk to these guys. The demons there first.
And every step you take, you hear that. Leave this place.
Me.
Yeah, you the voice in your head.
No, yeah. Trust me, he won't. Danger, Will Robinson, danger.
And eventually it gets to the point where it says, you will, if you proceed any further, you will do so without my presence. And all the gifts and powers that would bestow upon you.
Whoa.
Well, I've come this far. You can go the rest of the way.
What's the matter, big boy?
I have nothing to prove. You do.
You have something to prove to me. I don't know you. I know them.
That's true. They don't know you.
And as you talk about this, you're approached by...
How close did they get?
Well, let's...
7 feet. We step 3 times.
Well, we paraphrased in there.
Fair.
So we said it was 200 feet. Let's say you got 30 feet, right? And the sword is just still saying, if you get too close, I'm not going to be there with you. The spirit or whatever is haunting you. And as you're talking about this, and I wanted to see if I can find an image of a creature. That didn't really help me. Find file tab. Here we go. Documents, other images, Avernus images.
Man, you got a lot of pictures. You do a lot of research, Dave.
I do.
Thank you.
So
You're welcome. I enjoy it.
which of the various times your weapon has spoken to you were you talking about?
It was the late time. I think the transformation comment. I thought he said it when I was getting close, but that's what I was getting at. What he was just saying.
The two of you are kind of puffing out your chest and measuring your feet.
And are they? So they're getting closer to the thing in the middle. Are they as close as?
No, 30 feet. You were 200 feet back. They've gone about 30
Oh,
feet.
so they're not in like where the one got zapped.
Right.
Nowhere near that. Still 107. It was 170 feet to probably the big guy that you saw.
Okay.
And as you go, and you're kind of both jesting, both back and forth. One of these demons approaches you.
This is one of the little ones.
One of the very little ones, and probably scurrying underneath its feet is abyssal chicken.
Hey, wanna?
And this guy comes, but let's see. He's a cackler, and I was going to bring up a description of this guy. Let's see if we got a description of this guy. Small jabbering jesters that spice up performances with their chaotic antics. Incessant cackling can inspire uncontrollable laughter by making everything, even the most horrifying spectacles, seem hilarious. Some cacklers excel at vocal mimicry and perform as impression. Oh yeah, so that's where it comes in. You all of a sudden you hear Olak say, "You buffoon," or and you look back over and he hears you say something like, you start hearing each other say these insults,
Wannabe.
but he insult is thrown at you and his mouth doesn't move. And
Lock Prime
Olak Prime,
doesn't move.
his voice does, because his check. Some hilarious, kind of funny, in a demonic type of way, insult towards you, and a few moments pass as he's like, "What did you say? What'd you say to me?" And then from your voice comes out of you without your mouth speaking, and it's some verbal barb back at Olak, and a little snicker. And you kind of look around, and you're both looking, and you spot kind of in the brambles, in the charred, somewhere near you is I guess these are pretty large. No, the abyssal chickens are small,
Yeah.
so these are medium-sized creatures compared to you guys. And so let's put you and O Prime here. And we'll put this guy here.
Not
It-
the scale.
Yeah, not too bad. Oh yeah, you're right, because I said this was 170 feet.
Yeah.
Fair enough. As you look over, it's and kind of hunched on top of a rock, not too far near you, and not necessarily hiding too much, but just what. And you both kind of look and find him at the same time, and he's foolish humans, mortals.
Are you gonna take that from him? I'm pointing to Prime. Are you gonna take that from him? What are you gonna do about it?
And Olaf says, maybe he can help you with your quest.
So, alright. So, that was Prime speaking.
That was Olaf speaking, yeah.
Like, hey you, come over here.
Just fine for here.
What are you guys doing?
The master is trying to find a way to destroy the Zapper. Did you see that chicken explode? Have you ever seen a chicken?
Oh, what are you? What did they call you?
Cackler.
You don't
That's
have
my
a name?
brother Cackler.
You don't have a
brother
name?
Cackler.
Chuckles. We're the MTV couple.
That's exactly who you are.
There's a butthead.
Yes.
Beavis. Bella. That's gonna get you thrown in jail.
Throw me to jail.
She growling at somebody outside the window.
What are you barking at? Huh?
Could beat the squirrel too.
Squirrels, you know.
She's like, I don't want that.
Yes, it's okay, puppy. Why don't we
What's
chew on
in the box?
let's chew on this?
I don't want that.
She doesn't hate it.
So,
She has her bone. She'll be fine.
who is your master?
If I can read it, if I can remember, the master of cruelties, Brahmaduth, Master Brahmaduth.
And I imagine he points to the biggest one.
Yeah, you can see him from here. He's so big. He might have use of you. How did that come up?
Tell him of our presence. And we may be of some assistance. For the right price.
Of course. Maybe he'll reward me. And you see, stay here. And he kind of hops down and kind of, like a little monkey, scurries between the rocks.
And I'll gesture to everybody else to come up to us and let's give him the heads up that this is what I'm doing, what we're doing, and that I really don't know what we're willing to do to get inside there without them. Past them. We gotta get past them in order to investigate this thing. So we're gonna have to make some sort of deal with it.
And he scurries off.
He just came and talked to you, right? He wasn't.
Right now, yeah, he's just talking, but he's gonna come back with a big guy,
Yeah.
and then we're gonna have to make a deal.
Right, but to what end? I mean, he just told us the master wants the thing wrecked. Do we really want to wreck the Zapper?
Well, we tell him we can go in there. Maybe then we say we couldn't break it. If we actually do survive getting in there.
Yeah, that's a big if. Just because it zaps demons doesn't mean it won't zap us.
So the rest of you kind of go up to that 170 foot range.
I feel like I gotta sit this one out. This doesn't seem safe to me.
No one that just
Well,
offered a deal.
Because you're
Well,
you're part
this is the
demon.
only way you guys are gonna get forward.
Are you part demon? Is there?
Let's just say I've been down here too long.
And you can see
As someone who turns into a shark with a ravenous thirst, I think you understand what it means to be cursed.
Who said about a curse? I just have a glandular condition.
as you sit and as you discuss this, minute passes, and you can actually see above everything, the head of this giant demon rotates to your direction.
Swell.
So we got about a minute and a half here.
Step.
Oh,
Step.
Squish, yeah.
I'm giving you opportunities to say and do things.
What, just
Does
run
he,
in there?
does
or-
he look like he's pointing to threaten
He's
us?
no.
Or is he just walk? He alone is walking.
Well, you're not being
assault.
rushed by an assault of
That's,
demons.
that's one.
Come
So
over
maybe
here
he's
and
actually
talk.
going to talk.
Yeah.
yeah. So we better have our stories.
Now, to be fair, you can't see very well down below his kneecaps, right? Because this isn't a 3D
Rocky
map.
terrain.
The rocky terrain, yeah.
So what are we going to talk to him about?
We got to get past these guys. They're not going to just.
Just drive
We-
through.
But we don't know what.
Maybe he knows information before we try to get in there ourselves.
So
Get into where?
Inside the thing there. Don't we want to go in there to investigate the blue thing, talk to the dais, or the Dow, or whatever, Deo?
we don't know where he is.
Damn.
Well, he's here. We just don't see a person, so it must be in the center. Right? I mean, I don't know. There's no
And-
inscriptions or what written around.
and-
Maybe we could ask these
Lulu
questions.
would say, "This is where I believe he was."
This is
Not
supposed to
Lulu,
be the demon.
Olivia.
Olivia, yeah. And Lulu just and Finn is just
This
we're
is
supposed
a-
to be here, but doesn't
This is
really-
where we need to go, guys. I'm just sure.
But she doesn't know specifically why or what we're supposed to do.
This is the beginning of our path. I just know it.
All right. Let's,
My educated guess is
yeah.
this
let's-
guy's gonna know more than we do.
So we talk to the boss now.
Yeah.
All right.
Let's just take the risk and
And-
drive the machine through.
Okay, so what happens when the machine gets disintegrated because it's a demon?
Is it?
It's
Yeah.
a fiend.
The,
Machine?
the machine isn't.
Isn't the machine a fiend? I
No.
thought it was. I thought it.
Run off of demon souls.
Well-
It's run off the ichor of the demon souls.
I don't know that you would know.
No, it's run off soul coins.
Right.
The demon ichor was like a power boost.
Right.
Yeah. You guys
I thought it
probably
was a
wouldn't
fiend.
know either way.
So Rosala is the keeper of the demon Zapper, but he doesn't want to do it anymore. We're talking about possible replacement. Olivia was the female Deo. She's trapped here.
Oh, so if we can find him, maybe he's interested in being relieved of that job.
Giving you opportunities.
I've presented the opportunity to them. I don't know any more than we're just going to talk to this guy
Yeah.
and get information. Does
Yeah.
Anybody have any other suggestions? I can always summon the demon to fight him.
No, I think we'll talk to him.
But this person, so this Rosala is not here
That we can see.
that we can see. Got it.
We could ask about if we're gonna talk to the big boss dude.
Right.
We could ask.
Yeah. Yeah, we could ask him where Rosala is, and could we speak with him? Him, her. Yeah.
And as you ruminate about this, the path between you and this, he steps into the path that is between you and this demon Zapper, and he motions towards you, in a booming, heavily bass voice reverberating in your chest. Mortals, come to me.
Go.
It's great when someone calls you mortal.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. We're just specs.
How big is this dude?
So there's small, medium, large, and huge. He'd be huge.
Three sizes. We not so we.
Two sizes up from you. And you see cacklerers, and you see this other type of creature. the Tunnerock. And these guys. Do I have a picture of them? Oh, on that computer, I don't. Yeah. They're kind of enforcers, right? The huge guy is bad enough, but yeah, he's pretty cool looking, huh?
That is a pretty good representation. Pretty cool.
Certainly looks like a threat.
Not someone you want to really screw with, huh?
No, rather not.
Yeah, so there's just a couple of those and a bunch of these cacklers along the way as they kind of part and give you a path to approach him. Who would like to go first?
I think our
Olak looks to you guys.
I think our highly persuasive ruckus.
Yeah. Spokesperson time, yeah.
Everyone grabs Ruckus and kind of pushes him forward and step. And then you look back, yeah, thanks, guys.
Oh, is Olivia with us?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. She,
And Olivia runs up and grabs your hand.
All right, we'll work the cute factor.
somehow, I think that's going to fall on deaf ears.
This adorable singing orphan we found.
Near a black lake of Ichor.
And
Nothing too weird.
mortal, step onto the stone and gaze upon the wonder of the demon Zapper.
Okay.
And the little girl. Do the rest of I follow?
Yeah, sure, follow. Yeah, sure.
Just a little closer. We can get a little closer. There's no risk. There's no danger.
And with that, he's what's the name of the god you follow?
My,
That
you
you
don't really want me to say that loud. do you?
so the demon speaks to you and says, a master of cruelty. He is a extremely powerful ally.
So we can risk it, right? We can risk it closer. I'm talking to the spirit.
I wouldn't, and it would be the sense is, don't go any closer than he's willing to go.
Right. Go ahead.
You go up there and you approach, and he looks at the group of you and says, I see you've befriended an elder Oblex. An Oblex.
He's talking about him?
No.
No, the girl.
A little girl of the elder Oblex?
Lulu. No.
Oliphant.
That's Olive.
What are
Not
you looking at?
I realized it is that or that.
Okay. Me?
That one?
and he looks at Olivia and over at Olak.
Prime.
Olak Prime. Well, Olak current
Old.
Is not here.
is not here. White Olak, not blue Olak. Are you blue or green? Yeah.
Oh yeah, there's only one Olive here at the moment.
Yeah. And you step onto this rock and you look, and he says, the blood war would be greatly benefited by the destruction of this artifact. Mortals. I cannot pursue, I cannot get closer. If you were to destroy this for me, I would grant your wildest dream.
What? Grant us what?
Your wildest dream.
Oh, wow.
Think whatever, the riches you can imagine I can provide.
Not Ruckus's wildest
Oh,
dream.
wow.
Power I can provide.
The group's wildest dream.
Wow.
How are you at removing curses?
I can remove any curse upon you that you desire.
Mm. What about
Matter
getting
remember
people
what we're here for.
out of Avernus and along with the town of
Altero.
Which would
Yeah, that
greatly enhance the demon's position.
When the demon kind overthrows Zariel, we can see that your city is released.
Okay, but now the destroy the thing, remove the curse bargain is on the table.
If that's what you desire, mortal, I can relieve you from any curse that you have.
And throw a few hello nurses in as well. That's what Ruckus would say.
Nice.
I was actually
Do you
going
happen to have
see
40
if,
virgins lying around?
Exactly.
there could be something to benefit my friends. If that's what you want for Christmas.
No taxes. Ever.
We were actually, our intent was to learn about this demon Zapper. We believe it could somehow help us on our quest. We were also looking for, what was his name again?
Rosella.
Ralzala.
Rosala, who we were told is a guardian of this thing.
The Jim.
Deo.
Oh, Deo. I thought Deo was a type of Jim. Okay.
They're similar.
Okay. Like a Jim.
Perhaps there's a guardian to this thing, but as you can see, I can get closer than this. And he grabs one of those cacklers, grabs it, and heaves it up in the air. And the rest of the cacklers you hear in the same.
And what did he call Olivia? He said, I see you
And
befriended
the Elder Oobleck.
Elder
Oblex.
Oblex. Green stuff that falls from the sky in a Dr. Seuss book. An Elder Oobleck.
Oblex. You don't know what that is.
None of us have heard of that before. Okay.
Your only chance would be a demon hunter who's not currently in your presence.
We'll be racing demons.
Yeah.
Trying to get
So
Would I?
maybe I would look at her like, what, an elder
Would
what?
I?
Don't think so.
I look at Olivia and say, what did he call you?
And she kind of looks at her feet and kind of. He called me an Oblex.
What's that?
It's the creature that I became after I was thrown in the spawning pool.
And
It's got some
help me remember. So she said her friend was the guardian of this place, and
Well, last I knew he was.
yeah, okay. So so now asking Big Dude is, assuming it doesn't zap us because we're not demons, is there any other danger?
You see what I can see. Destroy this artifact if you want your curse removed.
It's got out of hand.
Is there really a unicorn in the middle?
We could.
You should go look more closely.
We're blinded, right? We
Yeah,
can't
it's
see.
very bright.
So,
But there is some, I did say there was some quadrupedal, is that the right word? Creature.
Oh, that's right.
okay, so you can't tell us anything more about it.
Other than zap.
Yeah,
We get it.
yeah,
You just have to go in, flip the switch, and turn it
yeah,
off.
yeah.
Oh, great master. Are demons the only thing that are damaged by this?
Demons are the only thing that matter that get damaged by this.
So presumably, if we're not a demon, we can just just walked right in.
And he reaches over and makes a grab for Lulu.
Oh no, he doesn't.
Yeah, he's gonna try.
He's gonna try.
Yeah, he's gonna try.
And
So
what are you gonna do?
Intercede.
so
You can't do that to our pledges. Only we can do that to our pledges.
reaches over, grabs for Lulu.
I do have the
You have a reaction. If it's not a reaction,
yes, a reaction.
okay.
Let's get that up here. Let's find that description. Here. Where is it? There it is. All right. Now, okay, so I will read it. So I have the interception ability. It is a reaction. For a creature you can see, hits a target other than you. Now, hitting is a relative term. Within 5 feet of me, which Lulu appears to be.
Yeah, it usually would be.
With an attack, he's not really attacking, but he is going for her. You can use your reaction to reduce the damage.
I mean, a strength contest could be an attack, right?
I said he grabbed at her.
So, because I do have the shield. So, in theory, I can prevent damage. I don't know if this a grab versus an attack. Is that close enough?
So he goes and he's about to grab her, and you step in front. That's kind of what you're saying you're gonna do?
Yes.
Is this a spell or ability? What are you doing?
It's an ability.
All right. So you use this ability to put yourself between you and the Hollyphant. Instead of grabbing Hollyphant, he grabs you by the neck.
Awesome. Okay.
All right. And as he does grab him by the neck, but what do? As a reaction, it has to be a reaction.
Wording flirt. When you or someone or one of my fellow creatures, are attacked by a creature that can be blinded within 30 feet that you can see, you can use your action to impose disadvantage on the attack roll.
All right. So you impose disadvantage.
And he's blinded, I think.
If he can be blinded.
That's better in the second. First one,
damage.
Yeah, he has true sight. So he grabs you by the head.
Okay.
I'm
With
playing
a-
like top down.
with and so he starts to lift you off the ground. I'm going to give you a resistance
Okay.
against his strength.
Make yourself very heavy.
So
You've already used your reaction.
so there's
How about you give me a dexterity or a strength check?
take strength.
We're setting the difficulty class at 20.
Nope.
Would you like to use your advantage?
Your
Inspiration?
Inspiration.
Yeah, I would. I really don't feel like being thrown into a bug zapper. That's worse.
Yeah. He picks you up by the head and he throws you 30 feet.
Do you have feather fall? You might need it.
Yeah, so we'll give you a 1d6 damage. That's all it is. 5 points bludgeoning. And you hear Lulu behind you, no! And she flies after you. And you can hear the cacklers. and the master of cruelties, as I suspected, you mortals are undetected by this Zapper. Destroy this thing, and your wish will be granted. Your curse will be lifted.
Want you get in on the ante here?
Well, I'm already closer.
Yeah. Okay. Well, we'll go check it out.
I'll stay back and protect Olivia.
Swell.
I'll go with them.
You sure you would survive?
No. But it's better than this existence. And she steps into the inner ring, and nothing happens.
Interesting.
Don't move me forward.
Olak will
I
tag along with you.
Suggest we fan out a little instead of standing in a nice straight line of lightning.
Sure. As you go out there following him, you kind of flank out to the side.
Cones or anything like that.
Olak will fan out. Gloin, what are you doing?
Yeah.
Start to pursue as Gloin?
Yeah.
Okay. He watches from back.
I thought maybe you can fly up and see what you can see from above.
Sure thing, boss.
How tall is this thing?
40 feet tall.
Okay.
Big ol' ass tree, right? Mandibles look like the jaws of a beetle. In between it is this ball of energy. As you get closer, you can see there's something inside of it. And Lulu does a quick circle around, and you can hear in the back the cackling of these creatures and the heavy breathing of this massive demon.
I yelled to Ruckus, "Hey, can I borrow your lamp? I can't."
Sure.
So you toss me the lamp? So I can't. Like, I'm nervous. I'm visibly nervous about getting any closer.
Do you want to be in the lamp and have me carry you in here, or you want to stay?
I just need to put something in there.
Oh. Okay.
So you circle back, and it's like
Yeah. So I'll put,
he comes back and he gives you a lamp, and he's kind of like, "What the heck are you doing?"
and I'll go in with the spear and come out without it. Can I do that?
You go into the lamp.
And then leave the spear there.
His magic lamp.
Yeah.
Okay. You go in, you leave the spear,
Right.
but as you come out, you get the sense that is it just your spear, or is this?
Yeah,
Are you a warlock?
I am a warlock.
And what's your god? Where do you get your power?
From
Yeah. So that power, your power, you feel as you take your first step in there, you feel drained.
okay.
Like the only thing you have is your physical might.
Okay. All right.
All right, but you're not getting zapped.
I feel especially vulnerable.
You feel especially vulnerable. That's what I'm trying to say. As you step in and you feel like, you know what, maybe I won't be very much help at all. As an abyssal chicken follows you in and at your feet, it's like yeah. At first you thought maybe it was coming after you, but you realized the chicken that dragged in on your shoelace or whatever. Bzzzt.
I'm totally alright.
What'd you see, Lulu?
Lulu does as you fan out, and just the most beautiful unicorn, the horned horse. It seems laser super focused and watching. Everything around. What? It just zap the zap. I can see that the horse turned its head, and this great beam of light came from its horn and zapped that poor little demon.
Oh. Okay. Well, that's a conundrum. 'Cause
We should let it go. We should break it out of there.
yeah, but we have to think, because just because we break it out of there doesn't mean it won't still zap things, and that's not what, I mean, he wants the zapper done. So, freeing the unicorn may or may not achieve the goal. Right?
I didn't put any guarantee on us destroying this thing. I just got us in here. But so there's a big 40-foot tall orb of light with a unicorn in it.
Well, the mandibles extend 40
Oh,
feet up.
those
Maybe the orb is maybe twice as big as the horse, right? So it's a huge. You can see the orb is every bit as big as the demon,
Right.
but it's floating, suspended in between the mandibles, floating in the air. This horse does seem trapped in some sort of globe of energy, unless it's manifesting it.
Maybe it wants to get out. Maybe it's
Or maybe it's the orb is its protection.
Or a layer of protection.
Right, a layer of protection.
Is there any inscriptions on the beetle
And no.
shell?
And so as
No museum plaque explaining what we see?
it says,
Switch.
touch this button to deactivate the mandible.
Yeah. Never ever push.
As you've gone up to investigate the mandible.
East out.
Be nice.
And Lulu, Olivia goes, I wonder where he is. I thought he would be here.
Maybe he got turned into a unicorn.
Like you were turning what's
You think? We should go ask. I feel so bad.
look up. Are you Urzala?
So as you make your way around to the front,
Uh-huh.
Ruckus, you go with.
Sure.
You were zapped and disintegrated.
Anyone else? Gloin, where are you
Whoa,
going?
whoa.
Sure, I'll follow.
I'll flank right.
Oh my.
Not that far. I don't necessarily want to be in the front. Now we're in a line again. Yeah, somewhere over there. Works.
Olak Prime. We go this way with you.
Now we're calling Prime not our Olak, right?
Correct.
Yeah.
The Olak that's with us is what?
Oh, that's
that's
right, because the
right.
other Olak's over there.
And so I would say white Olak, but that feels a little bit racist.
Yeah.
Olak Classic.
How about orange hair? Oh,
They're both orange hair.
really?
But
The hair and
we call them bearded Olak.
No, they both have beards.
Oh,
The
really?
orange hair and beard seem identical to the Olak you've become accustomed to. And in fact, I would say, Gloin, this Olak Prime, as you were flying for those hours on hours, endeared himself to you. You reminisced on stories of old. This guy has a ton of charisma.
You have been charmed.
Charm is not the right word.
No.
It's whenever you encounter someone that you just feel comfortable around, and almost
I did spend some quality time with him.
you did, and you feel very comfortable with it. You feel like everything he's told you has been true, and I mean just high charisma, almost too high. If you were to think about it, too charismatic for your Olak. But yet, you feel very comfortable and around this guy. Anyway. So, Pandler, I have you in front as you come up. Ruckus and Olivia come with you. Who speaks?
I said, I looked up and I said, "Are you Rosala?"
And
In
this
in the devil language.
you do it in the devil language.
Yeah, I can't remember. Is that abyssal or is that? I don't know.
So it doesn't matter. So you say in the devil language, and she looks at you and responds in the devil language, and says, "I am not Ralzala. My name is," and this is a silly name for my name is Monocolor. I know that's the name in the book. I am Monocolor, and you as she turns and face this unicorn turns and faces, its eyes are voids of radiant energy. Ralzala is my caretaker.
Where is Rosala?
He is here somewhere. Shall I summon him?
Yes. Please.
And she closes her eyes for a moment, and you can almost sense the Aquaman energy.
Nice.
And from a cloud of smoke from somewhere amongst the mandible, floating in the sky, whirling around. And I have a picture of this.
No, tell me.
Somewhere I have a picture for this. This would have been...
G.
Yes, Monocolor. Are you in peril? As she looks... you have guests. And Olivia kind of... She's kind of curled behind your leg.
Yeah.
Kind of hiding.
I wanted to see him.
I changed my mind.
Oh, and there it is. Swell.
What's it? Razul, is that his name?
Ralzala.
Great Rosala. I believe. Well, wait, this might be small. Hang on. We wish to understand this demon zapper. Is this energetic horse here by choice? Is it trapped here? Is it?
Monocolor is in servitude to Zariel, much like I am. We are agents of Zariel in the Blood War.
We're starting a local PETA chapter. You're
Do
holding.
you have a permit for this horse and this property?
I have
It's not
pledged.
zoned for farming.
We have pledged our lives in the protection of Avernus, the riddance of these demons that stain the land.
And does he acknowledge the masters of cruelties?
Yeah, well, probably when he said demons that stain the land, he probably glared over at the master cruelties.
So you're not
Oh,
worried
chin
about
furrow.
As long as I stand in Monocolor's light, there is nothing to worry from the demons. Bring them to me and I'll zap them one by one.
And if Monocolor was set free, then
We would lose the power of the demon zapper. The demon zapper enhances her power, gives her the ability to disintegrate all demons that approach her. Without the power of the mandibles, her power would be not nearly as potent.
So she can destroy demons as long as they come within 100 feet of this.
And he looks around. Yes, that seems about right.
Okay. Is there
Why
any-
do you question me, mortal?
We just wanted to understand what this is and what its purpose is. We are on a quest to find the great sword of Zariel, and we're led to believe that coming here could help us find it.
Sword of Zar. Why would you seek such a item?
To save the city.
Careful now.
Of,
Just saying. Tread carefully. Zariel, he's an agent of Zariel.
Yeah, so.
And Zariel doesn't have her sword, so who would want the sword? And the city is brought here by Zariel.
True. All true.
She's using those souls to fuel her campaign against the demons. So, let's be careful
okay.
on how you propose your argument, Mr. Charisma.
Yeah.
Remember the story that Olivia told you?
There was the love triangle, and then was it Zariel zapped them into this, trapped them here, and
Here's your moment to propose a love quadrangle.
It's like this polyamorous opportunity.
Do you swing?
So
Like a pendulum?
More like a gyroscope.
well, I also wanted to
Thank you, sir.
perhaps
Sharing with everybody.
reintroduce you to an old friend
And he looks at you.
and kind of pull Olivia around.
And she drags her around. And she looks at her feet, looks at him, and who is this you bring before me?
I'm told you two knew each other previously.
And in a similar type of smoking swirl. Actually, no. No, there's no smoking swirl. As more as a transmorgification. Is that a word? It is. Calvin Hobbes would use that word.
Transmogrifying, yeah.
As, transmorgifying. Lulu kind of transforms her. Olivia transforms. Thank you. Transforms herself into a being, to a large creature similar to this Deo. That looks something.
Your little girlfriend's gonna change?
She has.
Yep.
She is transforming before you.
No longer a little girlfriend.
Oh!
Okay, now I'm interested.
Yeah, I'm gonna say now he's interested.
Oh crap, it's Calypso.
Oh god, that's not.
With her head
It'll be
bowed.
worth it.
Totally. If ever there was a hello.
And so that image was generated by that art AI thing. So I did the story. Oh, would you like to see that story?
Fun and educational. for your
I-
for your numerous followers.
Really
I
entertaining.
actually haven't watched it.
Watch what?
This.
So it may not be
In
safe
a
for our
bustling
viewers.
marketplace where genies roam, Ralzala, with his strong presence and captivating smile, catches the attention of those around him. Olivia, her eyes sparkling mischievously, entices Ralzala with her playful gestures, tempting him into a world of desire. Ralzala's heart sinks as he witnesses Olivia's gaze shifting, her flirtatious energy now directed towards Jeannie, who remains unaffected by her charm. Consumed by a fiery envy, Ralzala raises his hands, unleashing a powerful spell that sends Olivia and Jeannie to an abyss of torment. Alone in the barren darkness, Olivia's heartache engulfs her, regretting the missed opportunity with Ralzala as she realizes the true depth of her feelings. Ralzala gazes into his reflection, his eyes filled with remorse as he confronts the anguish he has inflicted upon Olivia, realizing the consequences of his jealousy. With unwavering determination, Ralzala steps onto the path of infernal trials, braving the blazing inferno of hell, willing to risk everything to make amends. Surmounting harrowing tests, Ralzala reaches out his hand towards Olivia, a beacon of compassion radiating from him, symbolizing a newfound comprehension of love's complexities. Ralzala and Jeannie, once at odds, now join forces in their quest to save Olivia, understanding the weight of her
Alright,
emotions
this isn't
driven
right,
by the
but
desire to right
it's
their
fun.
wrongs. In a moment of profound reconciliation, Ralzala, Jeannie, and Olivia embrace one another, finding solace in their renewed bond and the power of forgiveness. Standing united, Ralzala, Olivia, and Jeannie share a profound connection, their once turbulent paths converging into a shared understanding of love, forever altered by the trials they've endured. A poignant stillness settles upon Ralzala, Olivia, and Jeannie, their expressions mirroring the culmination of their journey, carrying the lessons of love, sacrifice, and forgiveness eternally within their souls.
So you fed it that text, or you wrote the story too?
I just gave an outline of the story I told you, and it embellished a whole bunch.
Yeah.
Because
It gave them a happy ending.
Yeah,
of
yeah.
polyamory, apparently.
Yeah, there's three of them, and apparently.
They were all in love. and-
Ken, how much of that could you see, watch, understand,
An amount.
and amount? Okay.
Do pretty well.
Yeah. Anyway, so this app, app.artflow.ai website is pretty cool. As not correct as
That thing we did, where everyone died basically. Trying to figure out where
The dream.
to get her memories back, right?
yeah. So I did a number of these. It's the same technology, and but anyway, as you put this together, it does the characters and says, "Do you like this image or that image?" And I like that image.
Now that you do.
And so this large version of being that used to be Olivia and is now babastuous. I'm making up all sorts of words tonight.
Yeah.
She grows up, and there's some amount of shame as over the years she has come to the realization that she pursued someone that didn't return her affections, and at one time she had someone that did have affection for her, and there was a remorse even after she was killed or was killed by an agent of Ralzala, realizing that whole love loss and the years that she's been banished. However, this isn't, it's her and it isn't her all the same. So Ralzala goes to her. Is it? Yeah, it can't be. I saw you destroyed. And she responds in, I was destroyed.
Emotionally.
I was destroyed, and
This is not a soap opera. I mean, it kind of is.
it's absolutely a soap opera.
Absolutely, it is.
Destroyed, and what remained of me was cast into the spawning pool of Jubilex. And my spirit, my story, was consumed by a creature. This creature now allows me this form. It uses the memories of my spirit to to project itself in front of you as you see me now. And it reaches out and feels, you feel real. But is it really you? And she, and head bowed in shame, I'm as real as you want me to be. I'm bound to this demon Zapper. I cannot leave. And he looks at you and says, I know one that can help you. I know there is one in Avernus with the power to set you free, the power to find this sword that you seek.
And who is that?
That would be, his name is Bell.
Wrong.
Not Balrog. Bell.
No, Bell. Other archdevil.
Bell was the archdevil of Avernus prior to Zariel. And he'd like nothing more to see Zariel fail. And her failure, if you were to assure her failure, I'm sure he would set you free. If I were to give you an introduction to Bell, you would most certainly be able. You'd have at least the chance to set yourself free.
You being Olivia?
You being you guys and the
Okay.
city,
Okay.
Bell will allow you to. But before I give you that introduction, you'll have to do something for me.
There we go.
Always a shit for
Yeah, there.
Exactly.
You must help me find a way to escape this prison, this
Obligation
I have from this demon Zapper.
Well, what if it was destroyed? What if the unicorn was set free?
Then Avernus would be overrun by demons and we would all be destroyed.
Overrun? It's really only covered 100 feet.
The agents of Zariel bring the demon captors here to be destroyed.
So they drop them there.
This is the
Throw them in the Zapper.
This is the incinerator.
They got
Disposal.
Yeah.
I just don't understand why there's all these guys out here that you're not killing.
Our energy only works so far. If you go and you throw the big guy in here, he would be destroyed in a moment.
Really?
Okay. Who's got the strength to throw him?
The dragon, maybe?
Yeah. You're the biggest, strongest of us.
Yeah, that's.
I don't think we want to mess with that one.
He says,
Quite the conundrum.
I do not know how to free myself from this obligation, but there is one that would.
I have a +6 in strength.
Go to the bone brambles and seek out Red Ruth.
We're getting plot points.
Go to the bone brambles and seek out Red Ruth. She is an oracle, and she will be able to see what is needed to set me free. And he looks to Olivia and says, will you wait for me, my dear? And she says, after all that's happened, you'd have me? He says, honestly, I'm surprised you'd have me. Oh, honey.
So, if we go doing these things, Olivia, you're probably going to stay here.
Yes, I'll wait with him.
Battered spell syndrome or whatever.
Battered spouse.
Oh,
He had her killed. She came back.
Did he? Wait,
Yes.
he did.
Yeah, he did.
Okay.
I mean, they're chaotic evil.
Lawfully.
Lawful evil. Yeah.
Oh, honey.
Yeah.
Will you take this task?
You and your murderous rage.
No, it's not even that. Return to me. Free me from this obligation, and I will give you an introduction to the bell, so you can have your path.
So we go find the Oracle. She's gonna tell us how to set him free, and then he'll tell us where to find Bell, who's gonna help us find the sword.
Right.
And
Connect the dots.
as you talk, come
You
on.
also have to get out of here.
Yeah,
Right in
true.
front of Martello,
The demon is gonna be pissed that we didn't.
Oh,
Plot twist coming.
right in front of Martello, Ulok Prime transform and tackles Razala from behind.
Oh crap!
You are responsible for my death! And they start to wrestle, and they start to fight in front of you. And Razal kind of does, they roll around, and he pins her. Set me free from this. Go.
Okay, guess we gotta go.
Where do we find the Oracle? With the chains of something?
Bone Brambles! Hurry!
Okay, where's that?
Red Ruth.
That
I
way!
got time to ask for soul coins.
You do kind of need the soul coin.
We do.
Well,
It's kind of hoping you teleport us, but Genie showed up. Anybody want to make a wish to Genie?
Yeah.
These guys are punching and
Yeah,
fighting,
right.
and,
we
and
don't
Olivia's backing away. And oh,
I
stop!
think we've run out of here saying,
Stop!
there's gods fighting in there.
Yeah.
We're out of here.
Well, surely they can see in there.
Right, they can see that they're fighting.
Yeah.
You can hear the laughter from behind somewhere intensifying.
Okay, now, do you think could the demons, are they close enough that they overheard all this conversation we
No.
had? Okay.
They saw us talking to
They saw us, so
They saw the transformations, and
Yeah, I think they got what they did.
yeah, no, but if they ask us about it on the way out, we can just, well, they told us how to destroy this thing, but we have to go seek the right tool to do it.
oh, Lulu's not
It's
coming.
not here.
Olivia's not coming with.
Right, yeah. I think that's reasonable.
We have to go find something chain and
You're assuming the. What was he called? Master of.
Master of Cruelties.
Master of Cruelty. You're assuming that he is a rational
Yeah.
being.
Not a chaotic.
so we're
I
heading
doubt
back.
there's a rational creature down.
We're gonna have to go past him, get to our vehicle.
Oh yeah, you're totally
You
surrounded.
be ready to turn into a dragon if it gets ugly.
If.
If
If isn't it?
So you approach the big guy. What do you say?
say those bickering creatures, they're fighting amongst themselves, but they did give us
Clue.
information about how to destroy this thing. We have to go seek out a special tool to do it.
So you're gonna lie.
Go questing for it.
Yeah.
There's some truth in there.
Deception check.
There's a little bit of truth and a lot of lie in there.
Let's see. What kind
There's
of
a lot of truth based on this.
Aura
very
of
false
bloodlust, feed on the crowd, innate spellcasting, magic resistance, captivating presence. Each creature within 120 feet, master creature must succeed a DC 17 Wisdom saving throw or be charmed by the master of our. So you rolled your deception check.
Yeah.
What'd you get?
24.
24 is pretty damn good. So let's see what his insight check is. Insight is based off what? Intelligence? Wisdom?
Wisdom.
Wisdom. So this is +3 to his roll. 1, 2, 3. Let's go ahead and select this guy
3. He only gets one roll.
and roll.
Gosh.
So he gets 3 brains.
Tell me, mortal, what is it that you require to destroy the demon Zapper?
We need a special tool, and this oracle is going to tell us. This
Where it
oracle
is.
has it that we're seeking out.
You need the right screwdriver. The screws they use on this.
What?
And we only
What
have five.
oracle is this that you seek?
The what's
Red
Red Ruth at the Bone Brambles.
Yes, at the moment.
I think she's at the Red Ruth Inn.
At the Red Ruth at Bone Red Ruth Inn.
That was like a boomerang. It was like,
Yes, the Red Ruth Inn at the Bone Brambles.
He's good. He's fast.
God.
No, an oracle.
wow, that was funny.
I'm trying to do something, figure out why I volunteered to come back.
Because you love it.
Oh.
And he
Wanted to win.
He looks at you and he stares you up and down. He grabs the head of one of those cracklers and says, "You are going to make sure they get what they need and come back." Yes, master. And he shoves him at you.
You have a minder.
I await your return.
I hope you can hang on to the back bumper.
His fate is your own.
Okay.
Well, now we have a pet. Alright. Saddle up. Roll out.
Running low on soul coins, boys.
Yeah. Best of luck.
Doing the math, Thelma and Lewis went through the flaming portal. The rest of you took 2 hours to get to the demon zapper. Some amount of time. I don't know if it was a full hour, but a portion of the hour.
You could have teleported here. Just saying.
Or we could have teleported to the
Doing the math,
Yeah.
farthest corner of this.
you instantaneously appeared at the race.
Mhm.
I'm thinking by the time you negotiated, you took your bike apart, put it back together, it took you an hour. Right?
Yeah.
An hour.
Yeah.
So now you're an hour behind these guys. Then you left there and you drove to the lake, the spawning pools. Without you knew this path, right? So 2 hours is what it took.
Mm-hmm.
So now you are an hour behind them, right? Meaning that they just did this encounter, and in your timeline, you are just halfway to the spawning pools of Jublex, right? You go to Olak and Christiana, thank you. Make their way to the spawning pools, and let's activate this one. Sorry for bouncing you around so much. And you can see the thick lake off to the left, and somewhere in the distance you see that undead giant waiting with its massive spear paddle that he stirs the water with, churning the waters. And as you follow the coast to where the spot you remember, you see a familiar group of skeletons clustered around, and you see the larger size skeletons lifting some organic body and throwing it into the water. The water is an exaggeration. Ichor. Yeah. And as it throws, you can almost see the water reaching out to it.
That's not creepy at all.
Nope.
Welcome to
What's that creature from the Next Generation? The
Oh.
shark creature? That's
Yes.
what I'm envisioning now.
One of my all-time favorite episodes. The Skin of Evil. And his name was.
They referenced it in the lower decks episode I just watched.
Armus.
Yes.
His name was
Yes.
Armus, the Skin of Evil.
What was the name of the race?
Q. Alright. We can carry on now.
Okay.
So, I mean, you see this. How close do you dare go?
We didn't leave anyone here, did we?
No.
Alright.
So as you pass, I mean, you could see a cube of this ichor rising from the in almost a neon greenish shape, neon green, squarish, cubish shape rising from the ichor, engulfing one of those organic bodies. Go. Oh, well, that did go on top. That's sad. But you see other oozes feeding off the bodies that are thrown in there as you continue your way path at I assume what you feel is a distant,
Yeah, safe distance.
But now you come to a turning point. You know, earlier you went that way but that way took you to the wrong spot.
Mm-hmm.
So now you're going to go another way that you don't know, you haven't been.
Mm-hmm.
So I think it's time to roll the dice.
What am I rolling?
2d4.
2d4.
Because you don't know the way. Before you knew the way, and I gave you a little bit better.
Yeah, it was d8s.
Well,
Right.
descending would be really nice.
A 1 and a 4.
Yeah.
With better navigator this time. Not letting.
Yeah, but it still took you 3 hours to figure it out. So keep track of your time on your motorcycle.
Yeah, didn't we put in a coin just before the race?
I thought you guys were at half a tank when you teleported.
What do we have, Scribe?
You were 3/4 of a tank because we were a third of a tank. Or quarter of a tank. Well, we had to reclaim. Don't ask us to do math, Dave.
I'm not asking you to do math. I'm just asking you to do. If you give me the numbers, I'll do the math.
I think we are engineers. Jeez.
Okay, so let's see here.
Oh my
Bike
goodness.
was at a quarter of their first.
You know who that is? He calls me every day.
Bike was on a quarter of their first at the arches. And then, let's see here, we modified the bike. Let's see, put in a new coin yet? Let's see, I don't see. Okay, so we were 4 hours on the bike, 16 hours on the second coin, 16 hours on the third coin, if you like with rope. Okay. So we said so how much does okay, so it's 8. Oh, so they would have gotten 16, so there was quarter left, so you still had 4 hours
4 hours?
at the arches, but now you've burned an hour from that, so now you're at 3, and then
Now 3 more hours.
And
then so
I mean,
you're
there's the race.
and that's what I'm saying. There was
So I'm counting the race as an hour.
Mm-hmm.
right.
So 1 hour with the race.
But the race didn't take. Oh, it did.
Yeah.
It did take some energy.
Yeah.
But it's not like you drove an hour.
Right, that's true.
So most of that hour was.
Tinker
Thinking-
time and not really
Right.
driving.
So we're not going to count that hour against you.
So it's
Okay.
not like miles per soul. It's time based.
Driving time based.
Yeah.
Right? You didn't. The race wasn't
Right.
an hour-long race. It was probably a 10-minute race.
Harder acceleration doesn't use.
Are you are?
I don't know. I don't know.
So either way, we had
Take the win. I'm saying the race doesn't count.
Okay.
right. So that if you were at a quarter, which is 4 hours at the arches, and then you got zapped to the
Race was
race.
0. Spawning pool is 2 hours, and spawning pool to wherever. I assume we end up at the tower was 3 hours. So we ran out on the way there and
On the where?
to the Zapper.
Zapper. It finally ran out, and you put in a fresh coin.
Yep.
All right. So when you get to the Zapper, how much time? Probably it took you 3 hours to get to the Zapper. How much do you have left? How much of the new 16 did you use?
Just one.
Just one.
Yeah, so 15.
You have 15 left. At Zapper, 15 hours left on Soul Coin in bike.
I'm not getting involved.
You approach the bike and the terrain has gotten rough. Ken, this is for you and Wes.
Ken stepped away. I don't know if he's back yet. His sister called.
Well, that's unfortunate. I finally get to him and
So now they're arriving here,
yeah.
and we just left
Well, I wouldn't say just left.
some time ago.
Yeah, we've been gone a little bit.
So I would say it's been 4 hours since you left. And oh, by the way, how long have you been awake?
A while.
I think you've been up now, I'm guesstimating 16 hours you've been awake.
Well, it was 11 hours. We've been awake when
Yeah.
we were there. So.
Yesterday we were begging for a long ride.
Yeah.
Time flies.
Now the shoes on the other foot. Now we're it'd be tired.
See, now's a good time to rest. Isn't it?
Well, so I guess we table you until Ken comes back.
Yeah, that's probably fair.
All right, tell him that. And let us know when you get back, Ken. So
That's the-
God,
Oh, okay.
he's half the size of that.
Scotch Terrier. What is it?
Purebred Maltese.
Oh,
The breeder surrendered it because
Because
he's
it
got a
does.
heart murmur and he would just let it die.
Yeah.
No money in it.
So you look at your map where the Demon Zapper is, and
That's the Chihuahua.
to the west by southwest
At Caps.
is marked the Bone Brambles.
Somebody came to the Caps at 11,
Just drop it on the box.
dropped him off at the post
I saw that on
at their
Facebook.
mailbox and left him there all night. They found him at 6:30 in the morning.
Well, at least they didn't kill it.
Yeah.
Oh, you think that's all right?
No,
It's better than.
that's what I'm saying.
It's less
They
worse.
still should be prosecuted. And I hope they are, but they won't be.
You know, fine.
He's got heartworms, by the way.
That's the worst he's got.
It's treatable.
It's treatable.
Expensive.
Dangerous. $750, yeah. Anyway, sorry.
So you've just left the Demon Zapper. You have this
Escaped is fair.
a cackler now attached to your as a hood ornament. I can just see it on as you board your tormentor and you put the Demon Zapper behind you. As you're pulling away, you say it's to the southwest by west by southwest.
There were a couple of genies having a death blow match. Actually, in that circle might have been a good place to camp out for the night. But
Yeah. You're safe from demons.
yeah,
Yeah.
But
I
now
mean, they'll
it's
get tired of
being
fighting each other. They've
stuck
probably
on
done
this
this before.
Yeah, but
Alright, so where are
they
we-
might
So
not
who's
take-
driving? Pan Lemire's driving.
Driver.
I need you to roll 2d4.
2d4.
No doubles.
Don't tempt me. 4, 3.
All right.
Do this again.
Nope. 3 hours later, and now you've been awake 18 hours. As your eyes start to get heavy.
It was 11 when we left.
When you left the arches,
When
it
we
was,
left the arches.
and so you traveled
Zapper,
to.
I thought it was 11 when we. Yeah, so 13. So how many more hours?
So 16 hours. 16 hours. 16 hours. You've been awake now for 16 hours. As you notice, the horizon hasn't changed. This ninth level of hell seems to know no day nor night, as it's just the constant red glowing orbs beating down on the hellish earth. 16 hours later, 3 hours later, you arrive at the Bone Brambles. A maze of warped trees and bone-like vines stretch before you. Calcified corpses merge with the trees, covered in fungal pods that feed on the blood oozing through the undergrowth. Here and there, narrow paths wend deeper into the wood. You do not feel like your vehicle would fit.
And we're all
I'm back. Sorry about that.
tired, right?
All right.
Yeah.
So, back to the Demon Zapper. Olak and Christiana, some amount of time, hours perhaps, after, well, to your knowledge, you just don't know.
Mm-hmm.
You approach the Demon Zapper. You see the mandibles with the bright orb off in the distance. But between you and it, you see it's surrounded by demons. You see the different sizes. You see the massively huge demon that seems to be very unique amongst the crowd. Their focus seems to be on the mandibles. Some skirmish seems to be happening around the mandibles. But you can't see from your angle because you're 200 feet beyond on your bike and sidecar.
It's basically like a giant death match. Just kind
Well,
of-
you just don't know. You can't see.
well, like,
Celebrity deathmatch.
yeah, well, I'm sure the demons are all like rooting, and
You hear something laughing off in the distance.
yeah.
As you idle the bike for a moment as you contemplate your next step.
Well, they should be here. Let's see if we can find the Tormentor, their vehicle.
Sure.
How would you do that?
Well, yeah, drive a loop around, see if we can. It's not a subtle vehicle.
So you keep your distance from the Demon Zapper as you try to give a wide circle around it. And we're going to have to do some sort of check, huh? Let's see, what kind of check would you use? Survival?
Or you could just tell us it's not there.
Perception. You're looking for something.
I think survival. Okay, I'll let you use survival or perception to find any evidence that the Tormentor is or was there.
Ooh. Do I go for +5 or advantage and +0?
That's your call.
I think advantage.
This is both of us or just Christiana?
So, yeah, I think I'll give you advantage as you're both looking.
Oh, well, if I'm getting advantage, then I'll do perception.
Yeah.
$17.
Ooh. So, I adjusted my mind. I didn't. 18 was where I got set because this is rock, right? And so, in my mind, there wasn't a lot of loose dirt to show that the tormentor had been there.
Oh, we're looking to see if the Tormentor is there.
Oh,
Yeah.
then no, it's not.
Okay. Excellent.
I thought maybe you'd be looking for tracks
Yeah.
or any evidence.
We're just
of-
looking like, hey, are they still here?
No,
Okay.
no. There's no evidence that the Tormer is or was there.
Okay. And then with that perception, we don't see any tracks either.
Right.
Fair.
So they obviously haven't been here yet. I think that's the only reasonable conclusion.
Or they left already.
They wouldn't have moved on without us. This is where we were going to meet up.
We were?
Got us by the sneakers there.
Yeah, you do have a point, Pollock.
We were supposed to meet at the Bug Zapper. And we took off.
Why did we do that?
Well, there's a couple of humongous reasons why you chose to do that.
Well, I think there's also a good point because I don't think you have enough soul coin left to actually get to the forest. So you're probably actually stopped somewhere in the wastelands. Might want to do that math while we're
Yeah.
going through this.
Have your discussion with the fighting whatevers and.
Yeah, because you guys didn't have a spare soul coin, did you?
We have them all.
Yeah.
It's late and we're not thinking clearly.
Yeah.
It is late.
On many levels.
It's late for you guys too.
Yeah.
The machine stops and, well, might as well get our long rest.
Out in the middle of hell.
Sure. What's the worst thing that can
Let's
happen?
let the demon do the first wash. What could go wrong?
What could go wrong? So
We're talking about crazy things.
At the Soul Zapper. Yeah, I mean, that's definitely a point. I mean, we've been awake 16
Ish
hours
hours, yeah.
at this point, so we're probably.
it's been a long. You
Long
know,
day.
you got up at 7 a.m. and now it's midnight. Something like that. Oh, Vivek wants to talk more.
I mean, a nap does sound pretty good.
We didn't happen to see a Red Ruth Inn or anything on our way here.
No,
Did we?
no. All of a sudden, that cart those skeletons were pulling seems could have been comfortable, but that was hours ago. Was it 3 hours for you also? 3? Yeah, I think it was 3 hours ago for you too. You rub the sleep out of your eyes, and it's like, do you believe what you're seeing?
It's quite a sight. Glowing orb, crowd of demons.
Some ruckus is going on in the middle there that you.
Not that ruckus.
Different ruckus. Commotion. Some commotion's going on.
The other ruckus. Can you define the ruckus?
So you can't really see unless you want to try to get closer.
Is it worth continuing on trying to find them, or I feel like we need to sleep?
Shoot, for all you know, they could be in there underneath the mandibles.
Yeah, we probably gotta go talk,
Okay.
see what's going on. Maybe we can have some info from when everyone else shows up. And then we'll take it, and then we'll go to sleep.
So you start to pursue on foot or on bike.
Oh, I'd say bike.
Yeah.
Assuming the bike can go up the hill.
I'm guessing Panlamir got lost again, or stuff.
Figured out which way we went.
Well, so
Yeah.
Well,
let
Or
me
maybe
know when
they
you want to know
followed us
where
through
we
the portal and went
where we
somewhere.
didn't.
When we get done with this,
Yeah, that's fine.
because they don't
No
need,
worries.
they don't know.
Yeah.
Right? So you start to approach at a low RPM, right?
and actually, that's a really good point because we knew that they were low on soul coins. So for all we know, they never even made it here before they ran out of soul coins. Actually, that's probably what Christiana suspects and would say is, you know what, Palomir probably got them lost again, and then they ran out of soul coins.
As you cautiously and tentatively, nervously pull up close, and you see these demons, these cacklers, these red demons hop around on the rocks around you, and they all are getting excited, and they seem to be laughing at you. and they rush off, and you see this huge demon start lumbering towards you.
Yeah.
We used his.
Thought you did.
Okay.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
That's fine.
He's big.
Mortals!
Pulls out her notebook, starts flicking through. What kind of demon is he?
It's a big thing.
Hello.
What's that?
What bring you to the demon Zapper this day?
And your name is.
I get going twice.
Taking notes.
Brahmaduth!
Brahmaduth.
Brahmaduth, master of cruelties.
Master of Cruel. Oh, that's quite a title. Master of Cruelties.
First you get your undergrad in cruelties, and then you go another few years, you become a master.
It's really made him become a doctor.
Yes, yes.
I offer you your wildest dreams, should you be worthy to destroy this artifact before us.
Do you offer that to everybody? Their wildest dreams?
What is your wildest dream, mortal?
Wildest dream.
Do you have the power?
A good night of sleep.
Are you brave enough? Do you have the power to destroy this artifact? Or are you wasting my time?
I would never waste your time, but I am pretty tired. It's been a long day.
I have no concept of day. There is no day in Avernus.
Do you not have a
It's
bed?
unfortunate.
Just the eternal hell that it is.
That must be hell.
If you're not worthy, then be gone. He steps away.
Gonna ask him if you've seen anyone else.
He seems nice.
And you hear the almost mockingly these red creatures.
At this point, Christian is pretty much only thinking about sleep.
What do you do?
And she would elbow Willock. You're the one who wanted to come here. Talk to them.
Yeah, and we did. He wants us to destroy something.
This thing in
You
front of
think we destroy it and then they'll be happy and he'll help us?
Maybe. You think we can
Or maybe we
destroy it ourselves?
pitch it because we need some reconnaissance, and if he'll help us find our friends can destroy it.
Does it look like there's a clear path we can drive the motorcycle in?
No. You'd have to go on foot.
On foot. But is there a clear path we can walk?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I guess if you wanted, check it out closer, we can.
You step forward, and one of them doesn't move, and then finally does move. Get out of your way, and you push forward. Yes.
Sure.
And in here, you see those two creatures, and by now they are exhaustedly bludgeoned, and they use every ounce of effort to even lift their arms to throw a punch, and they probably spin around and fall to the ground as they've beaten each other to a pulp.
You just are a clear winner.
I wonder how long they've been fighting.
What was that, Ken?
I wonder how long they've been fighting.
This looks like
Somewhere beyond is a female that's kind of crying off in the distance. A large female.
Maybe we can go talk to her.
Maybe.
BB.
This is War Ruckus's department.
Not there, you gotta do it yourself.
you have a lot of charisma.
No.
I thought you did.
+0. It's better than Olok, but That's not
Yeah,
saying
better
that.
than -1.
Whenever I'm
Green hair,
Two-
green spotty skin.
I get that.
Two socially awkward nerds, you know, now being expected
Come
to.
on.
Persuasion's +6.
Alright, so let's game plan here. We're gonna go to her. What are we trying to figure out? Why did we decide to come here in the first place?
I don't know. This just seems like
A place to
Flying
meet
elephant
up.
told
the
you to.
place to go. The flying elephant. We thought surely, you know, the rest of the group would be here by now, but
Yeah,
We're all dead.
it really feels like they're becoming unreliable.
becoming.
Yeah, fair enough.
Well, you can either
Alright,
get
well, let's go say hi.
So you approach and you see the floating orb of energy with that has the unicorn in it,
Oh, it's a unicorn.
who's scanning the perimeter.
Is that a real unicorn?
Looks like it.
Never seen one before.
Maybe they taped
Fancy.
a horn to a horse and stuck it in there.
It's an urban legend. They don't look anything alike. Wonder how they got it. I would not expect a unicorn to be in one of the 9 hells.
Well, it's a heavenly creature, isn't it? Maybe that's why it's zapping the demons.
Maybe. Think it's just a job for it? Maybe we could. Maybe that's our opening. We could ask what the unicorn is doing down here. How they got it here.
Yeah, go for it.
All right, let's go
Go where?
to talk to the lady.
Okay, she's sitting on the ground, knees up, elbows against her knees, hands on either side of her head, and she's just sobbing. This
There.
huge specimen of a scantily clad, dark-skinned lady.
It's a lot bigger than she looked from across the way. It's we're like staring up at this crying woman.
You walk up to her and what?
Hello.
Hello.
And at first she doesn't hear you over her sobs.
or the brawl.
The brawl is quieted down a little bit.
The brawl isn't what it was when you guys left.
Okay.
That was a mighty brawl when you
Yeah.
guys were left. There's two very strong entities battling each other. At this point, these are two exhausted entities battling each other. And eventually you get her attention. He looks around. And it says, "You came back."
Back. We haven't been here yet. I don't. Have we been here yet, Alok?
I don't remember being here before.
And she looks, "Oh, maybe this would help." And she transforms back into little girl Olivia. And her eyes still red and watery.
Yeah, it's snuffling.
Oh. Wait, you got here before us?
How did you get here?
Ruckus brought us. Brought. What?
And Krishana will look around like,
And they just left you here?
Well,
She chose it.
I chose to stay. I guess.
Watch my Bengal sweat.
You don't seem too happy with your
You're fighting over
choice.
Well,
Yeah, I'm sorry.
and she motions. You see, they're fighting. They won't stop fighting. I think they're gonna kill each other.
look like they're almost done. This is what's happening.
It's like, choose like, in a Rocky forum and there's nothing left.
Who are they?
Well, The dark skinned one. Well, let's start. The
That
blue
was
skinned
my
one.
crush, and this one was
The
my
blue skinned one goes by Genie. And the dark skinned one goes by Rosala.
Zala and Genie. And why are they fighting?
Fight over me. Because they killed me. Because Rosala killed Genie, banished him, cursed him.
Well, that seems like a
Grounds for a
the
fight.
grounds for a fight.
Yeah, I can understand that making someone angry. But if they're already dead, how are they going to die again?
As you can see, Genie has new life.
So you said Ruckus brought you here. Were they all here?
She thinks for a second and says, yes.
Oh,
Other than you two, of course.
so they left us. I left you too, but they left us.
But you weren't here. They didn't leave you.
What
They
did
left me.
They were meeting here.
I don't recall that conversation.
Never mind that. Never mind that.
Senator, I cannot recall.
They said they'd come back. They
Here's our saving grace.
they went on a quest for Rosala.
How long ago did they leave?
I don't know the math here. 3 hours ago.
It's probably 3 hours.
Quite a while ago. And these two have been fighting the whole time.
Wow. That's impressive.
They're impressive creatures.
Is there a place around here, and she would yawn, that we could get a night of sleep?
And she looks left and right. I don't know. I suppose I hadn't thought of that yet. I imagine under the light of this structure is about as safe as anywhere.
So maybe, Olak, they said they'll be back, right? Now. I wonder how many.
Yeah, maybe we just take you sleep here. It is pretty bright.
They must
Not
have.
sure how I feel about that, but
They must have gotten another soul coin if they left here.
yeah, you wouldn't have been stupid enough to leave without power.
If you could
Cut
convince
to
Genie to leave this place, I would do almost anything.
You could go talk to Genie. But wait, why? They're working for. Why are they doing something for Roswellia?
Rosala?
Rosal.
Yes, Rosalia.
Rosala.
Wait, say it again.
Rosala is the black skinned dude, right? The Deo.
Raz al Ghul.
And Genie's Genie.
So if we convince Genie to leave, then he'll do anything for us. Okay.
Almost. Anything within my power.
The demon dude out there said he'd do anything for us if we destroyed this thing. And she would look up at it.
You would want to destroy the demon Zapper?
I didn't
No, not really.
didn't say we were going to. He just said he would do whatever we wanted. I don't know if he has power to do that.
So destroy the demon Zapper and flood Avernus with demons and set my resolve free? Doesn't seem like much of a choice.
Well, again, we
Well,
didn't-
you brought it up.
we didn't say we were gonna do it.
What? Can you help me or not?
We can try.
We'll try.
Do or do not.
If it gets us a good night of sleep, we'll do it.
Okay. Alright, let's go talk.
Okay.
Any pointers? Since you know Genie so well, anything we should, any compliments we should pay him so he's more willing to listen? Any subjects we should avoid?
His one weakness are shiny lamps.
Lamps.
If you had a shiny lamp,
Oh crap. They don't.
If only we had
I
a
have
shiny.
shiny ring.
And Cristiano would probably literally do this. If only we had a shiny lamp with a house inside of it right now.
an ornate container that would be
Like
that-
the one that Ruckus has on him, Cristiano would say.
who has on them?
Ruckus?
Ruckus had a lamp.
Yes.
Speaking of
Yeah.
which, I would have taken that out, the spear out, as soon as we left.
Yeah.
All right, that's fine. Well, yeah, if you had an ornate lamp, that would most certainly
Yeah.
tempt Genie, distract him.
If only we did.
Oh, so there's nothing you can do.
I mean, we can still talk to Genie and see what we can do. But unfortunately, until Ruckus returns, we don't have a lamp.
Asmodeus would know. Only Asmodeus would know.
What do you mean? What are they? I can't pick out the point.
If when they survive and come back. I've waited an eternity in that pool. I suppose I can wait an eternity more. So what do you do?
I guess we're gonna have to do it the old-fashioned way, and try to convince Genie. He should.
You approach him.
Yeah.
You make a wide berth around Rosala.
I'm guessing a lantern is not enough.
Ornate container. So if that would cost thousands of dollars, lantern maybe. I doubt that.
Snuff box.
As you
I just
cautiously
did it.
approach, you walk up to. Go
What
ahead.
about a chalice?
Do you have a chalice?
Yes. I have a chalice of Heroes Feast.
Jealous with the palace?
That I
Chalice is
forgot
like
about
a
before I came
god
trying to
basin.
fight.
Cup. What is that?
Yeah. So what level of rarity is that?
Wondrous item. I don't know if that's it is though.
Yeah.
Chalice of Heroes Feast.
Uncommon, common, uncommon, rare, very rare.
I would say probably rare. Look it up.
He is. You are looking it up, Ken?
I'm trying to. Yeah.
So, as you look it up, how do you approach? You go up to Genie, cautiously approach.
Yeah.
And as you get close, not knowing it's you, he comes and he does a lunge punch that goes over your heads, and he as he's punching, he kind of pulls it back. And he's, what are you doing here? Who are you? To get in between. Leave us alone. This is none of your business.
Well, you see, Olivia said she would let us sleep if you guys stopped fighting.
Why is she one to let you sleep? Go, leave us.
I need my sleep.
Leave us.
Don't get in between a girl and her sleep.
Don't get between two Deo that are fighting. This is none of your business.
I don't care what you guys are fighting about.
And she does a lunge punch that pulls short of the other Deo, and he falls on his chest.
You look like you could use some sleep too.
No rest until he's destroyed.
I think wondrous items are like one of the highest levels of rarity.
Is that what it is?
It's a wondrous item. Yeah.
Yeah, so it looks like it's a homebrew item you gave me at one point.
Yeah, it was from that. It was one of the like pieces of treasure you found in the Dragon Hoard, and you had that book you opened and you.
According to the homebrew page on D&D Wiki, it's a rare item. Wondrous item rare.
Okay.
But yeah, I can't find it on D&D Beyond, which indicates it was something.
So
homebrew.
this chalice. So okay, I mean you see this guy, this blue tinted mass of a creature, panting, lying exhausted in front of you. He's told you to go away.
I'm going to nonchalantly reach into the bag of holding and pull out the chalice and hand it to Christiana because she's a monster hunter and will obviously know what to do with it.
Just automatic.
Do you want to take a nap in here?
And he looks at it, and I think this is a fate question.
The other option was taking her ring and a chain. You are getting sleep.
Is chalice tempting to Genie? What do you think, guys? What are the odds?
She is proficient in persuasion and has a +5. If that gives us any like bump up in the odds.
I'd say they're worn out, so it's not. There's not a high level of whatever you call it.
Well, he is exhausted.
Vulnerable. He's vulnerable right now.
Emotionally vulnerable.
Kind of seems like a toss-up to slightly below a toss-up. If he wants a place to rest, that is.
I guess I was thinking about the chaos factor just being not terribly high there.
Oh, chaos factor? Yeah, so I'll even reduce that. I'm going to say just unlikely. And let's see. Select him just to have it be from the right person. Your chalice is not worthy of me.
I'm sorry.
Do you have anything else in the bag of holding? Could we make something? Cristiano would whisper to Olak.
I could
He raises
make a.
he raises his eyebrow at the bag of holding, This is a real bag of holding.
It's a real bag of holding.
This is not one that Olak made.
This might be
Oh
one.
no, that is 100% what it is.
This is
Ah,
one
yeah,
Olak-
he doesn't. It's not. That's not worthy.
It's a custom-made bag of holding.
That will disappear in the morning if you don't recreate it, right?
But I've been working this thing for days.
Yeah.
At least 2 weeks at this point.
He hears you mention the word bag of holding. He looks at it, and somehow he just knows that there's something temporary about it.
It's insulting.
Yeah, no, I don't think there's really anything I can do.
I have a sack of anti-magic explosive powder.
Nice.
Still.
Right? Certainly there's,
Random
ma-
book from
certainly there's
Amber
magic
Temple
going
Library.
on here.
Mm-hmm. What do you say, Ken?
Random book from Amber Temple Library.
Oh yeah, I remember you stole that.
No, a book about slaying drow by Ellis Mount Blanc.
Nice.
Well,
So, how far did you guys get
So,
as you left the Demon Zapper?
we got 2 out of the 3 hours, and so we did not make it to the brambles.
Yeah. So, your soul coin runs out, and you don't know really how far away you are.
Right, we only know the level.
You've gone 2 hours. You're not there yet.
Right.
And the cackler that was kind of doing your hood ornament thing, he looks at it, looks back at you, and just starts.
Easy
Well-
way to recharge it.
I guess the cackler gets the pull.
You do know how to charge it. There was an alternate way.
you did.
Oh.
Yeah.
Does Ruckus still have the bottles of Ichor?
That's not what I'm referring to.
But that would get us some.
That gives you a speed boost for like 30 seconds, maybe.
Nitro. It's
Okay.
No, you can feed it souls directly.
There was another way.
For a day.
Lulu would say, remember? Maggie told us another way. You can cast spells into it.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Oh, you're right.
I
For
forgot about that
one
way.
spell
1 hour per level of spell, right?
level of spell.
So cantrips don't do anything.
No,
It's a spell.
Who here can cast spells?
cantrips aren't
In the group.
spells.
But it's a level 0 spell, so you get 0 hours for his level.
yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Cantrips are
So-
magic tricks, basically.
I don't do small spells. Just telling you.
Do you do big spells?
That's all I do.
I could do. I mean,
Well, that's
so
what they need.
first I could do
I know.
a first level spell.
But I only have.
But you don't know how far away you are.
We know
No,
that.
But you could do another one in
we
an
could-
hour.
We could evaluate, right? We could say, okay.
You can also probably take a short rest in the back of the.
That's the
Well,
most.
you're
That's
driving.
true.
You're
That's
driving.
true.
You can.
The most
Yeah, that's right. Somebody else has to learn how to drive. Let's let the demon drive.
God. But I've got,
She even thinks it's a great
first
idea.
is what I've got the most spell slots in too. So
Right.
all right. So, but we told to like cast it in a specific spot into the slot. Or
Well, you
something?
know where the coin goes.
Yeah.
You don't know.
All right, I will cast Fairy Fire into the slot.
What at what level?
First level.
First level. And it's, when you pour in the wrong type of gas, and it's not like the wrong type of gas, but it's not good gas either. It struggles to restart. Ultimately it does, but it sounds rough, right? Maybe a little magic blue smoke coming out the back end,
It's Fairy Fire. Yeah, it's glowing purple sparkles out the back.
Yeah.
We got
Oh,
sparkles out the
absolutely. Your car, if it's targeted by anything, that targeter will have advantage as it is covered in your fairy fire.
The entire car is Sparkly and glowing.
That's absolutely. But it's running, and you can go another hour.
What is
It's
this?
sparkly, yeah. So we got Rainbow Bright's
Yeah.
demon car now.
Okay.
Wonder if this works with like a fireball. Like, guess like what happened to contain. I don't know.
But now back to you guys.
Yeah.
Done shield.
Yeah, right.
What do you do?
What do you?
You curl underneath the demon zapper and hope nothing gets at you overnight.
Well, there's that.
That is an option.
If Olivia doesn't need to sleep, you can ask her to watch over you.
We
Make
have.
sure boyfriends don't
Yeah.
roll on top of you while they're wrestling.
Yeah, she seemed nice enough. We hope.
I mean, we can take watches, right?
I mean,
It's at least bright.
if we take watches, it'll take 16 hours to get a full rest.
Yeah, technicalities. Or do we just carry on and hope we don't crash by falling asleep? What happens if you fall asleep while driving one of these?
Take your foot off the gas.
And
It's an F-35. It just keeps going for like another 16 miles.
You run into something.
like a pit of lava.
Yeah.
This seemed to be popular around here.
Yeah.
Like a point of lava.
Or a giant chain buried in the sand.
Or a giant chain.
So what do you do?
60-foot tall demon.
Well, they said they would be back, right? So let's. I say we try to get a night's rest.
Here?
At least the demons can't get to us.
Fair enough.
Sleep tight, don't let the bed bugs bite.
So what do you do? Where do you go? Just right here in the middle of the ground, you just lay down. You know, you cuddle up to Jeannie, get a little warmth. Oh, not you don't need warmth. This place is unbearably hot.
Well, it's warm enough. We need some cool. We'd probably go talk to Olivia first and be like,
And wherever we do end up sleeping, I want to place alarms around us.
yeah, it's fair. Yeah, go talk to Olivia. Say, sorry, we tried. We until Ruckus comes back with his lamp. He didn't like our stuff.
Unless, can you talk to him and see if he's willing to use the chalice for a while? It's not a permanent home, just, temporarily.
Being in a lamp automatically turns it into a mat.
I missed that, Ken, and Wes gave no reaction, so I have no idea what you said.
Oh. So ask Olivia if she'll talk to Jeannie and see if she can get him to use the chalice.
Tell him it's
It's a temporary home. It's not going to be
yeah.
permanent.
Tell him it's a temporary home.
And she goes, but I'm the reason he's here. He spurned my advances before all this. What makes you think he'd listen to me now?
You've grown on
Find Ruckus.
Well,
Find your friend Ruckus. Bring him back here, and tempt him with your lamp.
Well, where did they go? We don't. You might know.
The Ralzala sent them on a quest to find the Red Ruth Inn at the Brambles. Something like that.
Where are the brambles?
Yeah,
You pointed that away.
that way. We don't have a map. You guys have a map. You didn't get lost this time, but you kept getting lost.
You're right. I shouldn't be counting that against you.
We had seen the map earlier, and we remembered where.
We have
Yeah.
a photographic
Photographic
memory.
We
memory,
have photographic memories.
obviously.
Find your friend, bring him back here for that lamp, and that will take care of Genie. I'm sure of it.
Oh, they're coming back. They'll be back before you know it.
If they can survive.
Where
I
are
bet.
they going?
They said something about an oracle at the Brambles and Red Ruth.
Sounds like a country club.
Does that mean anything to you?
To me?
With your photographic memory, there was a Brambles on the map.
Sure.
Yeah.
Keep talking. What are you doing?
Christiana still wants to sleep.
So you go lay down somewhere.
Sure. Is that what we're doing?
I mean, it seems like a bad idea with just the two of us. But this also seems like the best spot we have if we're going to fall asleep somewhere.
We can go to sleep, right against the base, and they won't step on us.
You walk underneath. You can
Go
feel
sleep under the
It's like
white hot glow of
the radiant energy. Your hair kind of stands out as you pass underneath it, under what feels like the protective awning of the mandibles. The horse, the unicorn, watches you pass underneath.
Maybe you go to sleep and I stay up. And I'll just be tired tomorrow.
But you'll be exhausted, right?
Yeah.
All right. So you stay up. What do you do while she leans up against the structure?
She puts the portable hole over her head. Like, not on her head, but just like...
Over her eyes, just up here, so she can still breathe.
Yeah.
So you're using it as a night mask?
A night mask, yeah.
Nice. Olok will first set some alarms around, so you can get a ping if anyone crosses them.
Anyone other than... Are the genies, are the Deo gonna be allowed? Is
No.
Olivia gonna be allowed?
Not at first. He's not going to do it at first, but if they're like just pacing around and keep triggering it, he might change it.
So
later.
they've kind of collapsed in exhaustion. They're not dead. You can see they're breathing, but they are totally out of energy. It's late for them too, supposedly.
Yeah.
Should we accept
And
her
then
offer?
Olok is going to pull out Minnie and start working on repairing him.
Okay.
Because all the parts are still there. They just need to be reassembled.
Right. You start working on her. Not the environment you'd hope for, but you deal with it.
Yeah. Best I got.
Is this more of like a stone surface here?
I think of it as crusted lava.
Not the most comfortable bed.
No, not at all. This area underneath the immediate light seems to be a little bit more stable than outside of the protective sphere. So I think we've settled on what you guys are doing for the night. You guys activating.
Sparkle mobile.
We didn't get here.
Yeah, we're not here yet.
You did.
Oh, that's right. we did.
You cast the.
He did it. Yeah.
Oh,
Very fire. You puttered along.
Right.
the purple putterer.
And right as you pull up, you run out again.
Straight out.
One last little purple.
one of those. It was like from Harry Potter, the whiz bangs or whatever. The Weasley brothers had magical tricks. It's kind of what I'm thinking.
All right.
We've arrived at the brambles. We heard about the brambles. Vehicle won't fit down the path. And where do we go from here?
Let's read that description again.
You guys also been awake for 16 hours.
Right.
Absolutely. You guys are exhausted. Crap, I just closed it.
So are you saying we're exhausted
But
now?
not yet in the
No.
game.
You don't have the. So you have to be up 24 hours before you're have the exhausted state. But you're at 16 of those 24 hours now. Something like that. 15, 16, whatever it was. Yeah. A maze of warped trees and bone-like vines stretches before you. Calcified corpses merge with the trees, covered in fungal pods that feed on the blood oozing through the undergrowth. Here and there, narrow paths wend deeper into the wood. Lulu says something like, "Well, this doesn't look good."
Well, are we gonna venture into this thing, or are we gonna try to find somewhere to sleep and tackle this in the morning?
You're out of
I
gas.
say we're out of gas anyways.
You're blocking the entrance, man.
We'll assume that we didn't.
I say we go for it, but because you guys decided just to hang out there, right?
We're looking for the oracle.
This is because we were told to seek this person out. Doesn't necessarily mean they're going to be amenable to us. I mean,
Well, yeah,
do we want to square up with something that we don't know anything about? Sounds pretty powerful.
The enemy of my enemy. We can
Gloin,
get a twofer here. We can get
Yes.
Olivia
you hear
out
whispers.
and
Save us.
say El Terrell and
Save
Zelda
us.
out here.
Set
We're
us
literally
free.
making a deal with the devil here.
Where's it coming from? Inside the maze?
Oh yeah, of course. From somewhere within the brambles here. The faintest whisper. Save us.
We're in the brambles? Coming from the brambles?
Somewhere in that maze. Somewhere in this maze.
Like Perkon.
Save us.
So I
The brambles are something like 20 feet tall. You're not seeing over it.
well, there's no way I'm going into the brambles. That would probably be death.
Deadly corn maze is what I'm hearing.
Well, but Lulu can fly. You can fly if you turn into a dragon. You could fly above to help us
Recon.
not get lost
Yeah.
in there.
Save us.
Me and Lulu.
Who are you talking to?
I'm hearing voices. I think I'm going nuts.
That's the first sign.
We are the ladies of the bramble.
The ladies of the brambles.
Save us.
You're in the brambles?
We are the brambles. Save us.
Grogart, Gloin turns into Grogart. He flies up over the brambles,
Yeah.
looking for a oracle.
You see a maze, and at the center of the maze there is some sort of, habitat, I think would be the best way to call it,
And I'm just outside of that.
by yourself.
Come on, Lulu!
Okay, but I don't fly as fast as you do.
So I circle around while I wait for her, trying to do some reconnaissance.
Yeah, roll me some perception checks.
Seriously.
Seriously?
Perception?
Yeah.
22.
So as you fly over the brambles, you can absolutely see humanoid figures amongst the alien vegetation.
It's apparently covered in
Humanoids.
blood. Yeah. Power up.
They're talking to you, man. I don't know what's going on.
I don't need
Save
any
us.
humanoids.
Yes, you do.
One.
Okay. Well, that is eating a humanoid.
Alright, have you eaten a human?
I was primarily pointing at Ryan.
And humanoids,
The answer is no. Hard to
yes,
I'm
but
not-
there are plenty of creatures that are humanoid that don't meet your requirements. Also,
Yeah. I'm not going into the brambles at this point.
you're flying above it.
Yes.
Yeah.
I note what you're saying.
Yep. How long would you like to fly above it? You
Just
fly.
long enough to get to the center.
You fly to the center, and that's what you see.
Yeah.
And as you fly over the center, you see some creature kind of pacing around and or sitting amongst there and sipping some holding a skull with her hands, her pinky up high as she tries to drink something out of the top of probably the bottom of the skull.
Blood tea. What do you think? Sounds good.
Brain coffee.
Brain coffee.
She would look something like
Well, she's
this.
got a pinky up, so it's got to be tea.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay, there you go.
Oh! Oh my god, those are saggy, aren't they? Holy shit.
You mean your
I'm
elbows?
sorry.
You talking about her elbows?
Yeah, all right.
The horns. It's all about the horns.
Okay. So I see that in there.
You said that out loud to her?
No, that's inside.
That's what runs through his mind.
What's running through my
Some
mind.
images you find and they're perfect. Other images you piece together. This is a piece together
Oh,
image.
Hopefully she can't read minds.
Oh, I'm sure she can. So we came here, we're looking for the
The oracle.
Red Roof Inn.
Oracle,
The oracle named Red Ruth.
named Red Ruth. So that she can, I need to know,
Discern a way to have Ralzala get free of his commitment to Zariel.
and her name is Red Ruth.
And you're
Oh.
circling above.
No, I've just landed with Lulu.
Oh, so you did land in the brambles,
No, I landed at
Well,
the entrance to this center thing,
which is in the middle of
the bramble.
the brambles. Okay.
But the brambles are all around it. There's no brambles right there in the center.
Yeah, fair enough.
There.
Fair enough. I mean,
We're all
Unless these things.
you're in the middle of the maze, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
Yes, I would say that this alien vegetation is more bramble-y than the bone stone walls of the inner catacombs maze.
sanctum.
What'd you call it?
Sanctum.
Sanctum. All right, inner sanctum. You land just outside.
And I see her,
You see her,
and I call to her.
and she looks up.
Red Ruth, Red Ruth.
Lay down your bramble.
Lay down here.
And then Lulu says, "You sure that's?" And you've already done it. She's like, "Are you sure that's why?" Oh, okay. Yeah, I guess we're doing this.
What?
Alone.
That's her friend calling me.
Your friends call me baby. I'm
Baby.
missing.
And it sounds like some elderly woman that's smoked for 80 years. It's hello. Oh, a drag. Quite the nerve you have for being a dragon in Avernus.
I know, I'm nervous all the time. I'm scared. It's kind of a bad place to be for a dragon.
And she looks around. I'm surprised the spirit dragons haven't accosted you yet.
been lucky.
I don't know what you're showing me.
I don't know if you get it. Chris, you probably would.
Oh yeah.
Is that Looney Tunes? I can't barely see. Why do you come visit Red Ruth?
Come on a mission from Rosarius. Rosala.
And you see as you're talking, she's lifted up some shiny piece of metal, and she says, "I am no shape to entertain."
No need. We don't need entertainment.
And what is it you want of Red Ruth? You already said it.
Rosala,
Who is this Razala?
do you know the demon Zapper?
The bright thing that flashes so off in the distance.
That is correct.
What about it?
What are we there for?
He oversees that.
Rosala is.
But we're here for Bell. We need to get to Bell, right?
Right.
So we need information to lead us to Bell so that we can get the sword, so that we can bring the sword back.
How are we going to talk her into that? That's kind
That's not right though.
No?
No.
Uh-oh.
So Ralzala sent you here to find a way to for him to be able to break his commitment to.
And he'll take it.
Zarya.
to Bell.
He'll take us.
Then he will give you an introduction to Bell.
So if she doesn't even know Rosala, and she doesn't, how is she going to know how to break that spell?
Maybe it's about breaking anything to.
We come
That's
on a
right.
mission. Rosala
Zarya.
is tied to the demon Zapper, and he would like to be freed from it.
From his obligation to.
So and so she's trying to fix her hair, and she smears, and just mud kind of smears around her face. So why doesn't he just leave?
Bone comes out.
Raza, why doesn't he just leave?
He's bound.
Yeah, he's bound to it, I guess.
Bound in service.
Bound
Bound.
in servitude.
Oh,
To whom?
To
Zariel?
Zarya.
Zariel.
and so what do you ask of me?
Do you know of a way to break that bind?
You want me to find a way for this Ralzala to break his commitment to Zariel. And why would I do that for you?
That's an awesome question.
One for which we have no
So you can
answer.
send us on side quest number 4.
Yeah, we're going all over the
Precisely.
place. Jim and Chris.
Maybe there's something she wants. That
Side
we
quest to
can
the
do.
side quest.
It would have to hopefully be something we already
And
have.
she lifts, picks up some dirt.
Probably wants one of us to lay with her.
Are you volunteering?
Family friendly show.
Unless she wants to
Take
lay
one
with
for the
dragon.
team.
Maybe that's the side quest.
Oh God.
Conquest? Oh, I'm
Hurry up. Get in here so you can talk to her.
Oh no, this is all you, buddy.
I'm not doing very good.
Ruckus is our resident gigolo.
We're being very entertained. I think you're doing just fine.
Oh, hey, I'm
Do you, have,
not.
do you have polymorph or something? You could.
I can. Oh, him?
Presentation.
But I can't. I am a polymorph, of course.
Minor illusion might even do some trick.
See, I have a 0 performance, 0 persuasion.
Why should Red Ruth help you?
Quid pro quo.
What is
You
she,
can-
what
you
is she
can-
value? Does she
You've
value
come up with a few
money,
ideas. You're just
jewels?
you know
Afraid to use them.
just afraid to use them.
But what were those?
I tell you what.
Play with her? I think that was your best idea.
Oh, God, no. I'm not.
Maybe she likes shiny things. Maybe she wants.
I'm very shiny.
Or
I need a day at the spa. I've been so busy. Tied up here in the brambles. I've not had a sophisticated bath.
Ooh. So what would you like your bath in? Ichor?
Why would anyone bathe in ichor?
River Styx?
No. I want you to go find
You're right. Those are freaking side quests.
That's all we got.
the Wandering Emporium.
Probably on the other side of Avernus.
The Wandering Emporium. Bath of the Devils. That's where I want to go.
So it needs to get in here so I can give you a spa.
And talk to. It's too small. I know this is my own notes here. I gotta find out who. It doesn't tell you. Darn it. It's still over here.
I tell her she needs to wear more clothes.
What's wrong with my clothes?
You need one of those. Yes. Yeah, there you go. Pull up.
Bustier. Corselet.
Maybe they have one of those at the Wandering Emporium.
Oh gosh.
We can ask the fate table.
Happy Thursday.
That's in my brain.
You guys know what she wants for Christmas?
Yeah.
What happens
Not on
on
my
an
Christmas
exceptional
list.
no on the fate table when you ask it that?
What happens in the brambles stays in the
Yeah,
brambles.
there you go. We'll never know.
I think I'd rather walk into the Brambles.
Well,
Can I do that instead?
death is always
You didn't even finish.
Yeah, and I'm looking for the name. There's a name. I need you to go to the Wandering Emporium
Yeah.
and talk to the spa owner there
Yeah.
and reserve me a night at the spa. A week at the spa. A night at the spa.
Probably cost a soul coin.
You get me a night at the
She
spa.
said a reservation. She didn't say we had to pay for it.
And watch over my bramble. And then when I come back, I will divine how this Razala can break his commitment.
Just take her now.
Hmm?
Just take her now.
Take who where?
Her straight to the Emporium. She can get in there.
That'd be a great thing to do in the morning.
I have a feeling
Yes,
she
in the
can't
morning.
leave
Fine.
without someone taking her place.
For sure.
Well, yeah, it's true. You said something about somebody had to watch the brambles, but
And probably a Brazala as well.
Oh, well, what? Someone's taking his place.
Someone probably has to take his piece. Yeah.
Right. Yeah, he said that was.
Oh, a peppering session at the Infernal Rapture at the Wandering Emporium. A wandering fair, a wandering court, a wandering shop, a plaza. I need a day at the spa. But I need someone to watch this place, arrange the spa, and watch my brambles. You do that for me, and I will glean what it takes for your friend to be free. Free me. Free me. Set us free.
How would I do that?
Set us free.
How?
No answer. Find us. Set us free. Come to us.
I think you'd probably kill me or beat me or something.
Free me.
I wonder if
and
they're
us
impervious
is
to fire.
Who's they?
The Brambles.
Would you like to try?
Are they made of bone?
Would you like to go investigate?
I don't want to get too close.
From your vantage, they seem like some alien vegetation you've never seen. You have the description it gave.
I have a great desire to set fire to these things and see what happens.
And you say that to Red Ruth?
No.
Well, he's there by himself.
Oh,
No, I'm talking to myself.
Out loud?
Do you set fire to her
Yes.
brambles?
I am saying it out loud.
Lou's like,
what?
do you really want to piss off this creepy old lady?
Yeah.
You should do it.
Wow.
Honestly, you should do it. I think.
I hear the voice of Patrick emanating from his father.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm just gonna nuke this place. Let's go. Let's see what happens.
I don't, God! I don't think it'll have any effect.
It's all you.
There's one way to
You
find
and
out.
Lulu, we're way out at the perimeter. We don't know anything.
What are you guys sitting out there for? What you need to be coming in?
You hear Christiana's voice in your head saying, "Do it, do it, do it."
That's
Is it Christiana's voice or is it your other character's voice?
Ta.
Yeah, that's
Okay,
good.
good.
Maybe it's just Wes's voice.
Do it.
What, you mean a little bit of Wes's personality comes into his characters?
As does Leonard, but as does Christian.
And then there's Christian on the other shoulder
Okay.
saying, "That
So,
doesn't seem like a good idea."
Rovark is on edge.
Yeah.
He's been on edge. He's been here a long time.
Yeah, that's right. You haven't slept in like 16.
And everything down here is impervious to fire.
Mm-hmm.
And it's really getting under his skin.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, seriously.
Yeah.
And
And-
so he's going to fly up in the air. And he can determine where these voices are kind of coming from.
Okay.
You were talking to me about setting you free.
Set me free.
But you don't tell me how to set you free.
Yes. But the problem is, you can't focus in on any one specific location where these voices are coming from.
I'm just going
Hence,
to
he's
test
gonna
the
nuke the-
location.
So we take off and nuke the site from orbit.
I'm
We're
sure
making
my
sure.
fire breath is
So-
back at full strength.
Oh yeah, certainly is. First of all, you're standing here in front of Red Ruth. She's
Yeah.
no, you were.
I were.
You were. She said, "Get me a spa treatment and leave someone here to watch the brambles."
Oh, Lulu's there.
Lulu's following you around. She's not standing around with this creepy old lady. You're not leaving me alone.
Okay, so not right away. So I'm going to go out to the front and I'm going to talk to my team.
All right. You fly back. Free us. Free me.
Getting under my skin. You're really pissing me off.
It's like my job or something.
You don't have to do it so happily.
Or so well.
And do it so much to the entertainment of everyone else. Free us.
I'm going to blow this place up.
What?
All right.
You know
You,
what?
you fly back. You land in front of.
There's something in the brambles and they're talking to me.
Lawful good dragon.
Did they tell you where to find Red Ruth?
I found Red Ruth.
Yeah.
Red Ruth will
I'll
help us
save the victims
figure out
and their
how to
lives.
Rosal.
if we get her a day at the spa.
Which spa? Where?
Wandering
Wandering Emporium.
Emporium.
Wandering? Where is it wandering? It's going.
That's an excellent question.
We've only got so much energy left for the vehicle. If we burn all our spells feeding the car, we're not going to have anything left for combat.
Yeah, I have no idea where this place is. But that's what she said. And these voices are getting to me.
Maybe we should.
Did you ask her where it was?
He did, and she said something.
Which-
I don't know that I have that.
I don't think I don't know that I answered that question.
So where is this wandering emporium?
So you fly all the way.
No, I didn't leave.
Oh.
So where is this wandering emporium? If it's wandering, I suppose it could be any place.
Well, Good for you. You're talking to the Oracle. If you
I'm talking to the Oracle, so good things. You can tell me where it's at, right?
Where it's gonna be.
Because it's in her database.
are you committing to get me a day at the spa and watching my bramble? If you commit to that, I will divine the location.
So what happens if the brambles aren't here when you come back?
That's not good. Still a lot of confidence.
Well, perhaps I'm talking to the wrong. I thought you needed something of me. So if you're going to waste my time, be gone.
Okay.
Explain that.
Okay, what?
You haven't told me where the Wandering Emporium is yet?
I feel like the
And
lawful
she
good dragon
said,
has been
if you'll
more-
commit to doing it for her, she will divine it. But if you're not going to commit, she.
Hey guys, this witch wants a day at the spa, the Wandering Emporium.
Witch, who said?
But we have to commit to someone staying here to watch her brambles.
also not
for her,
convinced
'cause
he
she can't
uses the
just
word
leave
witch.
before she will do
This
this.
is the
Family show.
family friendly version.
Oh, I'm sorry. Are we not family friendly? Did I do something?
No,
wrong?
no.
you're
They're
fine.
saying witch is the family friendly version of what you probably actually said.
It rhymed with
So,
Yeah.
yeah, I mean, it sounds good other than we're worried about burning up. Well, we'd have to use a bunch of spell slots to keep driving the thing around.
I mean, the rest.
Oh, we could rest here. I mean,
Yeah.
what could happen in the middle of the brambles?
What could keep you up at night?
Voices in your head.
It's,
At least it's his head.
Free us.
Can we,
We all get long
you
rests.
think
except
it was
Hunter.
safe to stay here the night? We want to stay inside these weird
I make a motion we do
Maze
not
or-
stay here. We're probably safer out in the middle of the desert.
middle of nowhere?
Because I can fly, go get to the Wandering Emporium and get her date.
Oh, okay.
So we don't have to use the vehicle.
Okay.
All right.
Are
Of
you-
course, it's very dangerous for me to be flying as a dragon in the middle of hell, but
True.
Take somebody with you.
Alone.
split the party. Huh?
Yeah, well,
Alone.
Alone.
we're already split. What's a couple more?
So yeah.
You,
So
you do have, seem to have no like compunction with like leaving behind, the rest of your party. Like there's no hesitation there.
Who went flying through that thing? to
I don't
the
think.
portal to go
I don't think
wherever-
they left you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Portal hopper.
Hoppers.
You didn't. It
And
was
it all depends on your point of view.
it was a test.
That's
And
very
you-
good, Ken. And my point of view is you left us.
It was a test, and you
And
didn't
your
even
point of
come
view is
to
wrong.
look for us.
You know where the hell you were.
So
Where
what?
in hell you were?
What do you guys do?
You gotta go back and tell her what you want to do. Did you go back?
Yeah,
and
I think.
Of course.
I like the idea. You fly, take somebody with
So
you.
the thing is, we're also exhausted. We're very close.
Yeah, tomorrow.
You got 8 hours before you're exhausted.
What?
That's right.
Yeah.
Oh.
So wherever it is, it's got to be
You're-
within 4 hours of flight,
Yes.
Or do it tomorrow.
or just start
But,
tomorrow.
but the bottom line is, we need to tell her if we're committing to doing this for her, or
Before we take our rest.
Yes.
right.
Hint, hint. End of the night.
I think we commit to doing this for her tomorrow.
Yes. Seconded.
Some combination of us will watch the brambles. Some combination will go
With him.
get her spotted.
And
Take her there.
so, where are you spending the night?
Gwen will be her date and take her.
Why don't you just offer to fly her there directly? No reservation.
Yeah.
What? Threaten to
Sure,
burn
she
down
can-
the Emporium if they don't give him what he
I'm
needs?
sure they will command. She would command the respect of the media. And
Look at Bill's face. Right, Ian? Wink, wink, nudge,
So
nudge.
yeah, why don't you?
Well, it would get me away from the voices and
There you
they're
go.
starting to drive me
So,
nuts.
so I would say, yeah, go back and say yes. We will commit to it, assuming that someone can go get you that reservation and get back here. In a
Or
day.
I just take
or you could just take it there, yeah. long as the answer isn't it's 3 days of flying to get there,
Right.
you know.
So she doesn't even know you guys exist because you're outside, but you guys
Right.
will need to come in. Where do we have to find out where we have to be to watch the bramble? Do we have to be inside or can we be
That's
outside?
another good question.
Another good question.
Because I don't think you want to be inside.
I agree with that.
Because I guarantee you, knowing this guy, those voices are going to start speaking to you. And I can just see you turning into a shark and just start eating things.
No rest for the weary.
I would actually like to see
Tell
that.
me what you before we close up. I want to know what you're doing.
I'm going inside and I'm going to tell her I have some friends on the outside. They're willing to watch the brambles. Do
And
they have to be in here or outside?
They need to be. They need to be in here, of course.
And I will carry you to the Wandering Emporium.
You must also give me the word you're not going to burn down my brambles.
Well, if I'm not here, then yeah, I won't be burning down.
Your friends will have to give me their word they will not burn down my brambles.
They don't have the capability.
Give us your word you will not destroy my brambles, or there's no deal, no divining. Fine, be gone. I don't need you.
She won't get your state spot.
Yeah, I never can get your day to spawn, I guess.
We're not gonna
So be
rush
it. Be gone. I don't need you.
Oh, I'm looking at you. You definitely need it.
Not helping.
Yes, we will not burn down your brambles.
You will not destroy my brambles. You and your friends commit to that. If you want, I will let you escort me to the Wandering Emporium. Your commitment? Spit here.
DNA.
I'm not giving you my
Spit here so I can divine the
You
Wandering.
got my DNA.
Spit
What are you
here.
gonna do with my DNA?
Spit here. And she pulls out a bone and she starts stirring. Spit here and I can divine the location of the Wandering Emporium. A real spit, come on.
Without the spark.
You're not there. I'll give you some spit.
For it.
And she starts stirring it around, and you see the map of Avernus. Ah, yes, the Emporium at the eye of the storm. It is that way.
My sanity's really being tested.
So it's just you and her?
You are in hell.
That's what I heard.
Sure, yeah,
You going right now?
yeah.
Tomorrow morning.
No.
Rested. Yeah.
You go now.
And while she's having her day in the spa, I'm gonna sleep Sunday.
Gloin and Red Roof are heading for the Wandering Emporium while you guys have found your way to the center and you're staying at her domicile, her lair.
Alright.
And that's where we'll pick up next week. Huh? 2 weeks.
2 weeks.
And Wes won't be here. And so Ken will have to play both
Okay, there you go.
Christiana and Olak.
I will try not to get us killed.
Good idea.
What's the fun in that?
That's true. Alright, I will try to get us killed. New characters when Wes comes back.
He's sad.
I think he kind of likes Christiana.
Yeah.
You can't have it both ways.
Hey, Christiana's pretty sexy looking, I'm telling you. Got a nice
Have
outfit.
the Christian romance.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I feel like Ruckus would be disappointed if, not that he'd ever admit it.
Oh,